Oh my god.
And he's like, the Mechanist, it's cheesy as fuck.
Yes.
So I'm running around doing this, but then there's obviously, I don't care about lockpick skill. The one thing that bothers me is it's not like Skyrim where if it's a master lock, you can still try to pick it.
Yeah.
This is like, no, I'm just not good enough.
Oh.
It's
So
not,
it just blocks you out.
yeah, it's just like, oh, it's an expert lock. It's like,
I don't like that.
that's fucking bullshit because
bullshit.
I have a shit ton of picks and I'm willing to waste them to get better.
Yeah.
Seriously, like I have like 400 of them. I don't
man.
need to.
And you can accidentally pick a master lock in Skyrim, and it gives you a fuck ton
Yeah,
of luck.
yeah. You try
Yeah.
hard enough, you can lose 30 picks, but when you pick that lock, holy fuck, you just
But if you
400
got-
experience points.
Yeah,
remember,
but if
like,
you got
the-
400 lock picks, like
Just
it's
go
not
through
like-
them, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't matter. There's more than enough.
Tons of them in the game.
Huh.
But there's a battle armor or a Brotherhood of Steel suit back behind this caged off area, and I'm looking at it, and I know it's like the one type. I have one with a jetpack, which is awesome. It's like a double jump basically.
Oh, no way.
And it double jumps, and the higher you go, the more impact sensitivity there is around you.
Yeah.
So you can shockwave kill guys and stuff.
Oh, wow.
so
that's
it's
cool,
a really
man.
cool suit.
Superman landing.
Yeah.
Superman landing.
Seriously, and you just like
Neo landing.
you hit
Yeah,
the ground, and
Goku landing.
it's like an explosion. It's awesome.
Superhero.
But the suit is like
Superhero
EXO.
one, yeah.
It's like
Anybody that
X.
can fly.
It's a good model, so I want it, and I want to because I'm collecting them and building multiple suits.
Handsome Dan
Yeah, sorry.
wants that costume.
Yeah,
He wants that suit.
I do. I want that BOS suit.
Does at Ghost McDougall?
I'd go
Ghost McDougall needs to fucking play Fallout. Is what Ghost McDougall
Yeah.
wants to do.
Stop
We need to
yelling.
get on
'Cause
that.
he only plays Skyrim because he likes. the
He's really
exact-
loud today, isn't he?
He likes the exact same game.
I'm loud?
No, he
No.
is.
No,
It's,
he's constantly yelling.
You need to get louder.
I yell at him too, though.
He does.
Yeah.
I yell talk to him.
You yell talk.
Yeah.
Do you Homer Simpson like whisper scream?
No, that's that's when you have night terrors.
That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let me
No,
ask
I-
you guys something. Did you ever play? Speaking of the suits. Speaking of the jumping and double jumps. Did you guys ever get around to playing Bounty Hunter?
Oh,
what?
yeah,
the
that's like
Jango Fett
PS2 game.
Yeah, the Jango Fett Bounty
that
Hunter.
game is so good.
Wait,
it's
for the
it's the best
64?
Star-
No,
it was on PS2.
PS2.
No, I didn't ever play that.
It's so good.
It
It's
was
the best Star Wars game
ever.
made.
Yeah.
PS2 is still regarded as like one of the best consoles that ever came out, man.
It's a good machine, man.
That's the one that took me from Nintendo, man.
Yep.
When I saw the commercial for Devil May Cry, I was like, okay.
And it was all good.
It's so good. I would
Yeah.
stab a man in the neck
For a
to get
PS2?
it- to get a PS4 Bounty Hunter game.
Yeah.
Dude,
well,
you can. You just go backwards on their live streaming and you can play it.
No, but like a new one. I wouldn't mind
don't-
an updated.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
I
a
want
new
them to
Bounty
make
Hunter.
it again,
Fair
and
enough.
don't change anything except for like the story.
Just
Yeah.
like what they did with
make,
Skyrim.
make a new story.
Yeah, give me a new
And
story.
Don't
just like
change
Skyrim,
anything, but make a brand new game.
but a brand new game.
Just new story.
It's like a very Homer.
all the game mechanics stay the same.
The mechanics are so good.
Yeah.
I think that was the game that not to interrupt you there. But
Yeah,
that was the
I'm
game that
just gonna agree with you.
they okay. They altered like the game mechanics for Battlefield. Star Wars. What was that one? Battlefront.
Battlefront. Yeah.
They altered some of the game mechanics with the jetpacks and shit.
Yeah.
Because the Jango Fett jetpack was so fucking great.
So
In
great.
Battlefront?
In Bounty Hunter.
In Bounty Hunter.
Oh.
It's the prequel to Episode 2.
Yeah.
So he hasn't gone to Geonosis yet. Geonosis? Or
Okay,
was it?
so it's like a
Geonosis, right?
middle story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
supposed to.
There's probably a book.
You
Yeah.
just run around catching bounties as
Yep.
Sweet.
as Jango Fett.
The best part
basically.
is like the same way Boba Fett kind of sasses Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And he knows like Vader ain't gonna kill me because I'm a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He sasses Dooku over and over again. Dooku's
does he?
like, fuck, I wish I could, but
Yeah.
he'd probably shoot me before
Yeah.
the Force.
Or
got
he'll
there.
just leave.
yeah, he'll just leave.
He'll just
Or-
take
yeah.
the money and do what he wants.
take
Yep.
the money and not do the 9 jobs that I need him to do.
Yeah, that I desperately need this badass to do.
Yeah. Also, he'll just take on other contracts that probably set me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
He'll
could
kill all my
possibly end
friends.
up assassinated.
He's like, well, I've had 4 generals die in the last month. I'm going to contact Django and see if he's pissed at me.
Yeah.
He hasn't been returning my calls.
All my friends are dying,
Yeah.
and Django has been really avoiding
Yeah,
me.
I haven't been hearing from him lately. And,
Just gonna send a quick gift basket
Yeah.
down the Django.
Django's
way.
just sitting there at his desk,
just stewing, eh?
stewing about it.
taking all the other contracts that he could.
Chocolate
Every
syrup.
single one.
Just shooting through
Jedis are
gift
hiring him.
baskets. Yeah, Jedi's.
Jedis are hiring him to take out Imperial officers.
Man, that game made me sad that he was so underused and killed so easily. Number 2,
Oh yeah.
because like when you see the potential of the character,
Well, Boba, man, they just recycled his death.
that's really what they did. They gave him a weak ass death.
Mind you, he was fighting a Jedi. I get it, but like he.
It just would have been more fun if he got away.
I wish
It would've been.
That's
see,
all.
The way I look at it is like a guy like him is the kind of guy who's going to have like 4 lightsabers strapped to his belt as badges.
Yes.
Like, I've killed 4 Jedi.
Yeah, like
Bring
how
them
Grievous had
Yeah.
like
But
9
he-
lightsabers
he
or
used them,
whatever.
yeah.
I am not a
Added them.
Jedi, but I learned all your arts to be better than you.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Also robot.
Also robot.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, Russian robot.
Also.
Yeah. With bad lungs.
With tuberculosis.
Yeah, he's Doc Holliday.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, really, really evil Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
But
I'm your Huckleberry.
I do like though that he was hurt so bad that the living organs that they had to put in the robot were still pretty damaged.
Yeah.
That he has tuberculosis as a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what
he
did a
was so
Jedi
messed
do to
up.
him?
Robot
Like, just
tuberculosis is
did
the
he
best
go
one.
and like dark force crush his lungs?
Well, what's his name? Obi-Wan kind of does, right?
Was it Obi? No, who was the one that initially injured him to the point where he needed to get in that suit?
Oh, to be a robot?
Yeah.
I never got that deep into the old.
It was a
yeah.
Jedi that like mortally wounded him, and they transferred all his shit into a.
That sounds really familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like. I always wish that I was more of a like expanded universe guy, and then I
too.
tried to, and I couldn't.
I've never read.
I'm amazed
a
that I
book
never
or
did.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all just.
But dude,
didn't get into it.
Who was telling me the graphic novels are just fucking amazing to read? Someone was like, you have to go and find all the canon stuff because it's
I mean,
so
I'm,
fun.
I'm sure somebody. I've
I
mentioned
think
it
was
to a
like-
bunch of guys.
well,
but
actually, it
yeah.
might have been Darren, like huge
Maybe.
Darren Peacock.
Oh.
He mentioned it to me one day.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the weird ones like Tag and Bink are really good.
What's that?
I don't even know what that is.
If you get a chance to read any of them, read Tag and Bink first. They're 2 stormtroopers who just consistently fuck shit up, and it always leads into the dumb parts of Jedi and like the dumb parts of Empire.
Okay.
It's like Boba Fett.
Like
The
you
guy
could
that
actually.
his head running into.
Yeah.
No, that's
Like,
it.
you
Like,
could
that's
point them
Tag
out.
or Bink.
You could point them out in the movie.
Yeah, you can.
that
You
would be
literally
great.
can. Like if you read the comics, you can go back to the movies and be like, "Oh, those guys." Oh, like
Yeah.
when Vader and the Emperor kind of get fucked up at the end, and none of the bad guys come to help him out. Like no other Imperials come to help him. That's because the 2 guys in red, the Imperial Guard, are Tag and Bink, and they just fucked off.
Yeah.
Like they thought it was time to leave, so they're like, "Oh, we leave now."
Yeah.
And they just go around.
Follow orders.
It's me and Dan in
Yeah.
the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of is.
Well, we'd be
But you guys
trying
fuck
to
up
figure
less.
out, like, we'd be spending way too much time trying to discuss what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
And not actually
And
getting
not
it.
That's
getting
kind of what they
anything
do.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when what's his name in the new one, Force Awakens.
When those 2 guys come around the corner and then they're just like, oh no.
No, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No, but like when the TIE fighter crashes and then John Boyega there, Finn can't find
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
new Han Solo there.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac dies in every movie.
I like him.
I like him,
Poe.
man.
Poe
Poe,
Dameron.
yeah.
Poe didn't die in that solo movie where he was a hipster guitar player with a cat.
That's right. That's right. He
That was
didn't.
just a. I don't
You know,
even
he had a point to J.J. Abrams. He told him, like, I've been dying a lot in movies. I would like to be around for a while.
Yeah, but he's a popular
I
character.
thought he was a clone. When the second one shows up, I was like, he's a clone army. They have a
like-
clone of them.
Yeah. Like he's a leftover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well, I
could
was
be.
thinking like he's the fucking
What?
like the flag man for the rebellion, so they just have tons of clones of him.
Oh, I just
I
figured they
would-
had leftover clones.
I'd just
Oh,
like to
maybe.
say that if Greg disappears this week and we can't find him for some weird reason, it's because, like, fucking J.J. Abrams and the Star Wars guys, like, busted.
Yeah. Yeah, but
is-
you're gonna get black bagged because you
That's right.
spoiled the next movie.
Yeah.
You're the
It
guy
happens.
who fucking ruined Lost for everybody. Purgatory.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that son of a
No,
bitch.
Venture Brothers ruined Lost for me because I didn't finish it and I was watching Venture Brothers and went, fuck. Seriously, man. Like I was
guy.
meant to get around to it and never did, and then Venture Brothers.
They just ruined it for
So
everybody.
glad I never started
It
Lost.
missed
Yeah.
a lot. Back to Star Wars, though. There's that weird fan theory now that Mace Windu is Snoke.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
not dead.
He's not dead.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's somehow him all
I heard
messed
that he's
up.
mortally wounded and now he's Snoke.
Yeah.
But then why? Because he's crazy
Yeah,
and
that's
evil
why.
now?
Like, I mean, why
Yeah,
would he turn
that's
evil?
why. Why wouldn't he turn evil?
Well,
Or
I
maybe
mean,
he was evil and he's fighting.
dark side.
Could be. I mean, that's why he's always so against Anakin.
Power of the dark side.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
something dark side.
He actually does say that in the show, doesn't he? The Family Guy
Well,
Emperor.
it's called something
Yeah, I know.
dark side. But no, he totally says it. But no,
I watched a YouTube video on that.
the YouTube video on that one, and then there was the whole how the scars match up to Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird
I've
too.
seen the one that the scars match up to Vader, like if you put Vader's melted helmet over Snoke's head, they match up.
No, but even when he takes his helmet off.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Sebastian, what's his
yeah.
name, Shaw there. I think Shaw. He had the gash in the head.
What? Who are you talking
Take
about?
off my helmet so I can see you with
we
my
talking about?
own eyes. That Darth Vader, in the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
When he takes when Luke takes his helmet off.
Yeah.
The scarring on Vader's head
Yeah.
matches Snoke's head.
So you're saying it might be Vader?
I think that's
there's
meant to
fan theories all
throw you
over
off.
the-
Yeah.
I like the one that is Darth Plagueis or whatever. I think that's fucking crazy.
I think that's been shot down already.
It has.
Yeah,
But
by
that
the
guy
old Abrams machine.
but that would be cool because sounds like a pretty evil motherfucker.
He sounds like a cool character.
He's Fistandantalis, man. Here he's
Fistandantalis?
that's that old Dragonlance wizard who would recruit an apprentice, kill them, take their body.
Nerd.
And that's an old wizard story, though, like an old like
Dragonlance.
fantasy story of the wizard taking on the apprentice just so he can take his body, right?
Like a new version of what's his name? Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Hey, mutant, super powerful. I'll train you. Then
Yeah.
I'll kill you and take your body and become you.
Super
man.
shitty new version of Apocalypse.
Oh man, Bryan Singer needs to stop trying to make an epic.
Yep.
He needs to just like stick to a movie.
Was he trying to be like every X-Men movie had to be epic or something?
It feels like his are like that.
Really?
Because I mean, like they kind of have that
Yeah.
awesome mall scene.
Yeah.
You guys all saw the mall scene, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, it's
Haven't
so
seen
good.
anything.
Yeah, there's
haven't
a
seen
no. It's a deleted
Apocalypse?
scene.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
I
The
don't
mall
care.
scene-
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll probably enjoy it eventually if I get around to it.
Yeah, watch it. Just don't.
They don't say they'll like it. You guys didn't like it, though.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't hate it, but I just didn't. I didn't enjoy it the way I thought I'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
You didn't previous X-Men movie hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked Days of Future Past like a lot.
Me too.
That was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it,
But
yes.
the Apocalypse, I think I liked less than First Class, and I wasn't super stoked on First Class.
I really enjoyed First Class.
First Class is a good story
Yeah,
without any real like pop to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some dumb shit in it, but like
Yeah.
like that Wasp girl that wasn't Wasp.
yeah. She can go to hell.
Oh, Kravitz there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Completely
Lenny Kravitz kid.
Yeah.
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 Completely irrelevant character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she didn't need to be there at all.
No.
She's the new Angel.
Yeah.
Well, the old Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
But okay, so Age of Apocalypse is kind of meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what bugs me too is they have another Angel.
yeah.
Like they've reintroduced Angel.
Well, Warren Worthington actually is Warren Worthington.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like the Ben Foster Warren Worthington, how it was kind of cool. Like he looked like Angel.
Yeah.
And Ben Foster's awesome.
Okay.
And then now they got some new Brit kid, like he's British, isn't he? Oi, I'm Angel. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
In
die
Age
in
of
a
Apocalypse?
pit fight.
Different
Yeah,
In
actor.
Apocalypse,
and he
yeah.
fights him in the Wolverine cage from the first X-Men.
Yeah,
So
Oh.
which is super weird.
What?
Like, why would
So
you?
odd.
Why is a wing guy winning fights in a cage?
In a
Like,
cage,
he's
yeah.
like 10-0, Angel.
He just fucking sits in the corner, waits for the shit to count down.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
Well,
wins
no,
it.
but they can't because electrified. So no
He wins-
waiting.
He wins by default.
But I mean, like when you see that '80s mall sequence and how cool it is.
Oh yeah, you told me
Yeah,
about
you're like,
that.
man, you guys could have made a really like fun movie, like a John
Could've been-
Hughesy movie.
Could have been a 2-hour John Hughes movie
Yeah,
in the mall.
Coulda had-
with Jubilee.
Could have had John Cusack in there for fun,
Yeah, just
being an '80s guy.
running a record store.
as like Martin Grosser,
Who's Martin Grosser?
Gross Point Blank.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Could have had him like cut his hair down, just walk around as Grosser.
What a disappointing. Like that movie was good, and then he did another one
No,
where
it's
he
Blank.
was.
I said that wrong. It's Martin Blank. Grosser is somebody else, isn't it?
I don't
I
know.
have no
His
idea.
name's Martin Blank.
Yeah. Grosser, I think, is Dan Aykroyd's character.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Maybe.
Fuck, I don't know.
That's a good
I
movie.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I really enjoyed
I
that movie.
vaguely remember liking that movie, and I
It's good.
remember its zero aspects of it.
It's great.
It's a fun movie, man.
is, man.
I
It's
really
really good.
enjoyed it a lot.
Like it's one of the weirdest ideas, concept ideas I think I've ever
Like the weird
Yeah.
Not one
John
of the
Cusack
weirdest,
is a
but-
weird assassin.
Well, no, going home to like his high school reunion and like trying to come to terms with the fact that he's back there and he hasn't seen anybody.
He's there to kill his girlfriend's
Yeah.
father.
Yeah. And then Dan Aykroyd is this really weird hitman as well.
When he pops up and does like the smiley face 2-gun shooting at him from behind
Yeah,
the
yeah.
counter, it's like you look at it, you're like, oh, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I totally believe creepy Dan Aykroyd is a hitman.
Yeah, well, he was not monopolizing, but like essentially.
Well, he was corporate.
He was
He was
unionizing
unionizing, yeah.
the hitman, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted him to join in, and he wouldn't.
Man, what a great fun
That
weird
night,
movie.
that pen fight, pen/knife fight in the hallway.
Oh, yeah,
And then
Benny
Jeremy
Jet.
Piven's like hammered, and he sees him kill the guy with a pen. Like he's like, help me do this. Like,
Oh my God, what are we doing?
yeah, I gotta wrap him up in a banner.
Grab all the banners.
Yeah.
What a great fun weird movie.
Yeah.
Man, that's unfortunate, man. That a lot of movies aren't so fun. Like they're not as fun as they used to be. Like everything has to like the whole thing with like, it's all gotta be an epic.
There's
I don't
too
know.
much control given away to people without the experience or knowledge to write the movie.
Yeah.
Lately, it seems like you've got a guy who makes a movie, or a bunch of people who make a really good movie, and then you've got a bunch of people that oversee it, and they're like, "Well, I don't think that's going to make money." Based on what?
Yeah, based on what?
Based
man?
on your opinion of what
tracking.
you think other people are going to like.
That's what it is.
like.
It's
on
like
the
they track the
11-person
ideas.
focus group that they've
Oh,
done.
yeah.
That was on Mental Floss today. They're talking about like 25 things. And I'm like, it's Mental Floss, it's a list. It'll be fun to read. It
Right.
was like the what's it called, Lethal Weapon, because the show came out.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Every time I see a commercial, I'm like, "Fuck this
Yeah,
show."
man.
Like-
I did tape the first one to see what it's like.
And?
But they were I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
But they were saying the first draft Shane Black tossed out Because he's like, this is fucking dumb. No one's going to want to read about like a PTSD guy who wants to kill himself and a black guy who's like, when he wrote the first one, he wanted to be an actor apparently. And he wrote the script maybe as a bit for himself.
Okay.
But when he read it, he's like, no, fucking lame. And he threw it out. And then afterwards, he pulled it back out and he's like, well, let's take another crack at it. And Lethal Weapon, man.
Okay.
That's the original movie, though.
That's the original movie.
Yeah,
Think about
TV
that.
shows.
Not the TV show.
No. Shane Black, I don't think wrote or directed or did anything.
Never even came near that with a 10-foot pole.
Well, were they? These two weren't exactly partners in the first movie. They were
weren't
assigned
friends.
to each other.
They're
They're not friends in this either, though.
No, but they are. They meet up as buddies before the movies.
No. In this one, like I think the trailer shows him. He's like, I don't want some PTSD psychopath as my partner.
Yeah,
I almost died.
Exactly.
They're
but the
basically turning the first movie into a TV show with
The first movie's the first episode. Seems like.
it could be the first episode, but
Yeah, I hope not.
it upsets everything about it. Upsets me. Why are you calling it Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
Why can't it
just
be
a buddy cop show?
Yeah, just exactly. Why do you have Martin Riggs?
They
and
should have called
whatever?
it generic buddy cop show.
Yeah.
That would have made way better.
I would have enjoyed
Make fun
that.
of yourself.
Yeah.
It would have had a letter and
exactly.
a number association to it though, like Buddy Cop Show episode or version 648CZ2.
Yeah.
Because
It's
there's
the
like
old-
It's a
50
serial
of these.
number stamp.
Yeah.
It's the old titling for TV shows.
Yeah.
MXLC 5529.
Yeah. They just used the actual term that it was like that's on the data. Like
I've always wondered, like, why is that? Like, we gotta look that up. Like, what's the reason behind the weird Roman numerals at the end of TV shows?
don't they just use them because it's like it's a current date or something?
Is it like,
But isn't there a reason they have to use Roman numerals or something?
I don't know.
thought there
Well,
was.
I always thought because that's the number of TV shows total.
Oh.
Like of all the TV shows ever made in the United States.
Oh, really?
All of them.
Oh, no, I
This
don't
is
know
in
if
order.
that's
That's in my head what I always thought it was.
Was it?
I have no idea what you're
I
talking
actually had someone explain that. The Roman numerals you'll see at like the end of movies.
Like when
and
you watch
stuff.
Simpsons, at the end of Simpsons and shit, like at the very end, like when it's almost the last or
about. That's the year of production.
is that the year of production?
Yeah.
In Roman
when
in
it's
Roman
like
numerals.
MX,
Yeah.
MM.
But there's so many
11
of them.
MX,
Like I mean, are we that far in?
Yeah.
That would be like MM2, like MMIX,
Well, you got to make
or no?
the whole number, right? So it's 2015.
Really?
But
so
why do they
like
use
day,
Roman
month, year.
numerals then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do they use
probably
Roman
some
numerals so there's
traditional
no
shit.
screw ups or what?
Yeah, so they don't have to do other shit.
What?
Some guy in the back is doing accounting with an abacus.
Oh, that would be,
Why?
Yeah.
Just because, man, it's tradition.
Yeah.
We fucking use abacus.
I've been
out
asking
here.
for 10 years and everyone's like, cuz.
Yeah. Do I get a calculator? No, abacus.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
If we're
he's
using-
like clicking around on his phone
Yeah,
while
he's
clicking
using
too.
his phone and not telling anyone and then just putting it on the abacus.
Those things are tough, man.
Yeah.
Abacus.
Abacuses, abaci,
Abacai. Abacus.
abaci.
Abacus.
I don't know.
That's a different word.
I
like
always used to
dinguses?
think abacuses were as hard to use as playing blackgammon. As a kid, I'm
Backgammon?
like, those things are hard.
I had two
Is
Israeli
it backgammon
guys.
or blackgammon?
Backgammon.
I'm
Backgammon.
going to call it blackgammon.
Blackgammon.
Yeah.
I had two Israeli
Racist.
guys teach me how to play backgammon when I was in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was super fun, and now I don't remember how to play.
See? Do you know how to use an abacus?
No, but it was 12 years ago.
That's right. Because they're both weird as shit. Nobody wants to use
I
outdated stuff
actually do
anymore.
know how to, because an abacus is one is tens,
That's a smart guy.
ones, tens, hundreds, thousands.
Is that what it is?
Well, it depends how many rows there are, I would assume. But
And
yeah.
the small ones
It's
are
like
just
almost,
like
it's almost like
tens.
a clicker with multiple numbers,
Yeah.
right? Like you've got like your 1
2, 3,
1 to 9,
4,
1 to
5,
9, 1
6,
to 9,
7, 8, 9, 10.
but different value.
1, 2, 3,
None of this is going to stick with me.
10.
No, it doesn't matter. It's really
I
boring.
mean, like, I
When
would like
would
it
you
to.
ever use an abacus anyways?
There might be like a worldwide EMP. That's
Yeah,
what
when we
conspiracy
lose-
theorists
when we
say.
lose power.
Dude, you could
When
count on the
Skynet-
wall. You don't need an abacus.
Yeah, you could just
You know
use the
how to
ticks.
do simple arithmetic.
Yeah, I do, but I might need to use an abacus. If the machines start to take over, if Skynet becomes sentient, then we're going to have to use an EMP to take it down.
Yeah.
That means no calculators.
Why? You can still.
You can't argue it.
You can still do. You can write down simple arithmetic. On
And that's
this-
why the
this
Chinese beat
exact
us.
Wall.
Because the Chinese have the abacus.
What'd they beat us at?
Because we'll have blown the EMPs.
Population.
And then they'll be smarter using abacuses way over there. And before you realize it, they built giant Chinese robots.
They'll be.
They probably already have those.
They'll be eating each other.
There's a TV
well
show coming
before
out.
We will.
Will they have giant robots?
Giant fighting robots, yeah.
Is it called Giant Fighting Robots?
I don't think it's got a name yet, but there's an actual show that's going to be out like very soon, I think, in the next like year or so about giant fighting robots.
What size is giant?
I think it's like 10 feet.
Oh.
They're quite big. It's not BattleBots, which has been excellent.
Wait, what do you mean? Like a live BattleBots?
You just joined us.
No, I got super excited because in my head I was thinking
BattleBots.
that shitty movie that came out where they were
Robot Jocks?
Robot Jocks with an X.
Robot Jocks. That's the shitty movie.
I think
with the
he's
robots.
right. Yeah,
Maybe.
robot jocks.
I just got excited when I realized you meant real people fighting as giant
Like mechs.
robots.
They're probably like mechs though, because they're not super big.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway you slice it, that's exciting.
have you guys been watching
I
BattleBots
don't
at
even
all
know
this year?
what that is.
It's
Well, it was around
the-
like 20 years ago, and now it's
the
back.
little robots that fight each other.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the old
you make
the
little
old
robots.
show.
Yeah, the new one's been out for like 2 years now.
Oh, that's cool. So
Kenny
they
Florian does the commentary.
I thought it was only one season.
No, it's back. It was back this year as well.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It's back
Are
every
they
summer
talk-
now.
Oh yeah, right. It's September. Fuck. I
Yeah.
can't believe it's September. Just
Yeah.
put that out there.
Are they talking about the BattleBot show from China?
No, but BattleBots is out,
Yeah.
and that's been really great. Like people have enjoyed it because
Yeah.
it's cool and whatnot. And
Yeah.
they had a weird man-shaped robot in it that had like tendons made of
Creepy.
like not bungee cord.
They
but
probably
it was,
didn't
like,
do
cordon
anything,
on it. No, it could move. It could move fairly well if it wasn't being hit by like a spinning disc
And a
Like,
hammer.
Yeah, and a hammer.
Disc hammer.
This dude rolled up and gave it like a shield and a sword, and it could move around and whatnot. And then like this one robot,
knock
with,
it
like
over.
a spinning thing, just like beat the shit out of it. There
Yeah.
was like throwing flames, so it melted half it too.
That's awesome.
Bipedal robots are not a good idea.
They're not a good idea,
Not
and
yet.
you felt bad about it right
Spider
away.
robots.
Not yet.
Spider
not
robots
not
can
until
be
they're
motherfuckers.
not until
No.
they can be multi-jointed and roll around like spiders if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like move their joints like
is
invert
that
them.
Metal Gear?
Is that iRobot?
I don't know,
Do they
man.
do that?
Robots that are good enough
No,
to
no.
invert their legs and shit.
I'm talking about like the big stalkers in Metal Gear that could like move side to side really fast and roll and
that,
whatnot.
that too. Well, they have those creepy animal robots that are out now that can run really fast. They run like 30 kilometers an hour.
like guys
Yeah.
hitting it with a freaking
Yeah,
two
yeah.
by
It's not
four.
falling down. It's like sturdying itself.
That guy's such a
What are
dick.
those? Boston Mechanics?
Yeah,
those guys.
That's the one. Yeah.
Who
That's
just
weird,
bought
man.
them? Google.
The
Google buy
Boston
them?
Institute of Technology, isn't it? Aren't they students there?
Boston Mechanics
They-
is the company.
Oh, is
it's
that
the
what it's called?
robotics company?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But it might be affiliated. With the
Could be.
Institute. I don't know if there is an Institute of Technology, but they could be
But that's
affiliated.
that's
there
MIT is the Massachusetts
Yeah.
Institute of Technology.
Oh, and that's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But MIT is the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, they've got maybe
It's
Google.
Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts.
No, you're thinking of the other one.
No, I'm just trying to think of MIT. Like,
MIT.
what's the M of
Is it
MIT?
Massachusetts?
I thought so.
I thought it was Monkey Wrench.
Well, you
probably
guys,
not
we
my
have phones.
We do. You can go ahead.
Mine's
Just-
charging over there.
Oh, all right.
You've got your smart guy.
I don't understand.
Well, you get
Why
distracted
not?
so easily by your phone because he gets distracted so easy.
I'll zone in. I zoom.
But
He'll
get your
stop
priorities
talking.
straight.
Yeah,
Get
man.
your
Just
priorities straight.
prioritize.
I'm not good at multitasking with a microphone here.
Sure, you are.
I don't know how that's
Not
makes
true.
any sense. I'm fine at multitasking
I know.
with a microphone
It's good when
You're used to multitasking with a
you are good.
microphone.
and a drum
because you
kit.
play the drums and sing.
Yes.
Yes.
I do not do any of those.
Okay,
things.
fine.
No.
And
That's
I'm
why, like the
barely good
episode
enough with a microphone.
when Greg and Luke are here, it's like no one's talking, but Saber's yammering away about nothing.
And they're both on their
Like,
phones?
They're both like deep into conversations with like somebody somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was trying to look something up, and I think Luke also looked it up because I took too long.
You were taking too long, you got frustrated, and then he went down the rabbit hole.
I think he tries to find shit before I do because I'm always looking shit up and then I find it anyway.
racing.
And he's
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Oh, that's awful. Hey, I'm thinking about getting back into Fallout though. We were going with gaming in the beginning here.
But I was watching old Fallout 3 videos on YouTube.
Man,
I
it's
miss Fallout
just-
3.
Fallout 3 is really good.
It actually, there's little things about the game that are shitty that aren't there anymore. Like even the HUD setup is different. Like the,
in 4?
Yeah. Like you
What do
don't.
you mean?
Well, the way your radiation levels are set, they don't really just like have the percentage per, like this is at worst case and this is like where you're at right now.
Yeah.
Like percentages aren't there. It just says like you're getting 4 rads plus. It doesn't. I don't know. Like the HUD isn't.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just less
It
specific.
isn't- yeah, it isn't as sciencey, you know, and like.
Yeah.
And like even enemy health bars, they were ticks, and they would go down in ticks, so you'd know like, okay, well,
How many shots
but
got
now-
left?
Yeah, now it's just
Yeah.
a bar. It's kind of lazy.
I don't like
and
that.
there's no karma. You have no accountability for anything. You can just rampage anywhere you want, die, come back.
Oh no, that's lame,
yeah,
man.
I know. It's not
Karma's
as fun,
cool, man.
Karma is so
Karma's
useful
a
in this
great
game because
system.
you're never sure what you're gonna like. Maybe I do want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't.
How's my karma looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I really want to kill this
I
guy.
really
Yeah.
want to kill this
And
guy.
man, it's lacking, but I'm still enjoying the fuck out of it, man. There's just so much going on. You can have like 3 companions technically now,
That's
or sorry,
wild,
2.
man.
There's 3 people you can. have.
Still can't believe they don't.
I
there's
know.
no, like,
Why is there no online fucking Fallout?
fucking
Everyone says the
co-op.
same thing, and it's stupid.
I got a feeling like it's got more to do with multiple people on multiple platforms.
No,
It is.
They can do it like Destiny, man.
No, they could, but like if I want to, like I'm a PC gamer.
Yeah.
You're an Xbox guy, and you're a
Yeah.
PlayStation. Well, if you were a PlayStation guy, you're an
I am a
Xbox guy.
He's a
Are you?
PlayStation
Well, you're
guy.
an Xbox guy.
I would rather be PlayStation, but
Oh.
out of that, because of what occurred, I unfortunately had to settle for
Yeah.
Xbox.
No, but
I'm
like,
a PlayStation
if we
guy.
all have different systems, we
Yeah.
can't play with each other, right?
Yeah, But I
So I think
mean,
that's a big problem. They're like, fuck it.
But you can create a server where it doesn't matter. Like, you can set it up so it's a separate server. Like,
Overwatch does that,
dude,
right?
Battlefront 1 on PS2 was multi-system.
Really?
It was Xbox. You could play on just PS3 or PS2, just Xbox or just computer.
Oh, I had no idea.
Or you could hit a server that had all three.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember that playing it online. You could have the option.
I still just to say, Destiny's set up as like a online multi-person co-op.
I thought Elder Scrolls was too.
That's how it is. Eh? It's like
I've never
any,
played the
Oh.
Elder Scrolls.
It's cross-platform.
Yeah.
It's not cross-platform as far as I understand.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
Yeah, but remember I told you
You can join up and do
Yeah. Far Cry 4 is like that. You go to a
missions together and
Yeah.
shit. So
Oh, that's all right.
Far Cry 4, it's just like a side extra thing they threw in there. You go to a meeting point. This guy is the character your friend will play, and boom, he's in your game. You're running
Well-
around with him. You're doing missions. Like I said, I was sitting in the passenger seat looking at this guy, and I couldn't talk to him, and he's just driving.
Yeah, but he had a big smile on his face,
Yeah,
right?
he would just the character would look at me, I'd look at him, and I just sat there, and he drove me somewhere to the map, and then I got out and left because it was weird. But it was my game. I'm like,
leaving.
he's just in my game now. What's he doing?
He's just in my game now.
Yeah.
It's like having somebody in your house.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
weird.
it was. He
Why are
was-
you in my home?
Or like when you can't talk to them, but they do stuff like they'll honk the horn repeatedly, or like
yeah,
we do weird the signals.
Morse
that you give.
code?
Yeah.
yeah, trying to do sign language to
Yeah.
each other.
Did you ever play Blood Dragon? Was that 3 or
Blood
4?
Dragon.
It was I think it was a standalone expansion for number 3.
Oh yeah, dude, I played
Is
Blood
Michael
Dragon.
Bain?
Oh man, it was such a. I actually watched a YouTube short these guys made about it, which
Yeah.
was amazing. It's a DLC for Far Cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like this really campy '80s like futuristic wasteland.
It's what
thing.
Did you see Kung Fury?
No, somebody yelled.
Oh my
at me for
god,
not
man!
watching
Watch
that.
Kung Fury. It's like a half hour long.
Yelling at me.
Yeah, it's not even a half. Yeah, it's like it's easy to
Sorry,
watch, man.
I think like I'm louder because like I sound lower because I was like when I sing and then I lose my voice and then it
Yeah.
comes back like this.
I think you've just gotten very comfortable on the microphone here.
that too, but I'm lower. Like
Bassy.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, Blood Dragon is hilariously awesome.
Yeah.
All the robots go bad, and you have to fight them, and it's super 80s campy. Like,
Nice.
Yeah,
But yeah, everything is like very purpley and
yeah,
pinkish.
bright fluorescence, and like,
It's fantastic.
If you've seen our friends, the Awesome Hour, their logo is very Blood Dragon-y.
is it the newest
Yeah.
one, or they changed theirs a lot?
The one they have now, it looks like the logo for Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, but Kung Fury was very Blood Dragon-y.
Yeah.
In all the
Well,
time travel
dude,
weird shit they did.
The guys that made that Blood Dragon short was so awesome.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah, it was like 5-10 minutes.
Did you guys finally get around to the Transformers one I was talking about?
No,
You both
but
suck.
I forget stuff. And
Did
then
you? The
I don't
Transformers?
think he even knows about it.
Cardboard costumes, but it's better than any Michael Bay bullshit you've ever seen.
What?
Yeah. Some dude.
You've never told me about this.
I thought I put it up on our
I think
group
he
thread.
posts it in the thing.
Yeah.
No, I might have been working.
Probably.
Sometimes.
But it's a guy who just made his own Transformers short.
Yeah.
And it's only I think 15 minutes, 10 minutes long, but it's all Generation 1 done with like cardboardy costumes and shit that look better than anything that's been in the theater.
Yeah.
Like you forgive all the weirdness because like it's fucking some guy.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end, like when they're like, it's just some dude, right? At the end, when they all do their character stuff, they take their heads off, and they're like, "Hey!" You're like, "Oh, look, it's just a bunch of dudes
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah.
stunts in costume."
That's awesome.
It
right.
starts, and you think to yourself, "This is gonna be shit," because like a toy Bumblebee, like it's literally like a
A
fucking
car.
toy VW Bug with the
Yeah.
camera strapped to the back of it, and some guy with a stick is probably pushing it around like a desert.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, "Oh, this is crap." And then like the music starts, and the audio is so good, and the voiceover is so good, and you're like, "Oh man,
All right.
I'm sold."
I'm gonna stick it out.
I'm gonna stick it out, and you're
That's
glad
cool.
you do by the end.
Ba weep gonna weep ninny ban.
Yeah, very much. Oh, and the dude does a killer Soundwave.
Oh yeah.
The dude who's doing Soundwave is
Soundwave's
doing a
so
killer
cool.
Soundwave. So it's
So,
really good.
so they did put a lot of effort into it,
yeah.
obviously.
Or Shockwave, sorry. Shockwave, not Soundwave. Shockwave. One eye in the middle. Weird head
Oh, all right.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shockwave.
That's Shockwave, not Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave is that guy.
Yeah, that's Soundwave.
Like it,
Do you still have the tapes?
I do.
Nice.
Okay, no, did
Laserbeak is in there.
Did they make? You could play those tapes, right? Couldn't you?
No.
No.
Wasn't there little mini cassette tapes you could play though?
Blaster.
Was that?
I think Blaster
Master
could
Blaster.
play. No, Blaster.
Blaster.
Okay.
Master Blaster was Mad Max.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
There's actually two characters in
Who
Fallout called
runs
Master
Water
and
Town?
Blaster.
Huh?
There's actually two characters in Fallout 4 that are called Master and Blaster.
Nice.
Oh my
As an
god,
homage
that's
to the
awesome.
to the show.
Is it like a little dude and a big dude?
I can't remember. I remember it was one of those things like obscure things you come across in Fallout that they're loaded randomly.
Yeah.
So you can't actually go find like you can, but they're in an area.
Oh, so they're not right there.
No,
you
they
can't
wouldn't
walk
be-
up and ask them questions.
Yeah, like they might load, they might not.
There you go.
But I remember,
Enjoy.
but didn't my friend? I'm sure my friend had these little cassettes. They had like audio episodes of Transformers on them or something.
I think that's the thing that was out there. There's a bunch of stuff like that, but
Okay.
I'm almost certain Blaster or one of them could play.
Tape.
Because there's 3 of them, I think. There was Soundwave,
Okay.
Blaster, and then there was one more.
Yeah.
Who was like an audio guy.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Who was a sound one.
He's too busy now.
Oh, well, and he's distracted.
Yeah.
He found Laserbeak and he's in there.
Laserbeak's wicked.
Jesus.
Laserbeak is wicked.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess technically it doesn't matter, but because
Nice.
it'll air afterwards. But yeah, Comic-Con plans.
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
got this. So yeah, we've
Yeah.
got Comic-Con coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll probably talk about it after this too. But if you're listening to this after Comic-Con, well, it's the Edmonton Entertainment Expo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Say
Oh
Comic-Con.
yeah, Edmonton.
But it's like
yeah,
the big con for. There's other ones. There's the.
It's the long con.
Yeah. I don't know what reference that is.
No,
it's
no,
not.
it's
That's
not.
not accurate.
What
That's
reference
not
is that?
accurate at all. Oh, it's 3 days long.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
3-day long con.
Saturday's gonna be pretty
It's
busy.
not even a week though.
No. It's a short con.
Is the Calgary one still only 3 days too? I think, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
think they're all
that's
3
that's
days.
the typical over the weekend
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
Friday.
I was I mean, if people don't know, we are in the YEG. We're in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
And we recently
true.
it's true.
I forget that we're on the internet and people can listen.
People can hear
at
this.
other
Yeah.
places.
But we have recently got a new arena.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And the old arena has plans for like a multi-level arena. They're going to put like an open area so that you can play on 2 arenas up top, like 2 rinks up top, like a soccer rink or a multi-use on the bottom.
Is that confirmed then? They are going to be doing that?
Yeah, they're going to be doing something like that.
Okay.
That's one of the drawings I've seen, but
Okay.
there is confirmation that it's going to be something like that. We're not going to tear it down.
Oh.
So
no, I
Northlands
heard they did,
Coliseum
yeah.
is back.
No, Northlands wants to keep it. They
Yeah.
definitely, because apparently they don't want to lose. They're going to be like fighting for bids on
For
the
bids
shows
for a
and
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But when I saw that drawing, I thought to myself, new place for the expo, and it would
Oh,
be
dude.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, could you imagine like a 3-level expo that you can just go upstairs and shit and see everything you want to see?
It would
Oh,
actually
yeah, that'd
be
be
cool.
cool.
I feel like
That'd
that'd
be
be a lot
really
better.
cool.
Where
Yeah.
is? Just at Northlands, man.
What's that, Northlands?
It's going to be. I hate to
Big
say
Expo
it.
Center?
It's going to be a bit annoying getting in there because on
Let's just take
Saturday.
the train.
What? No. Getting inside because when you have a
Oh.
costume, there's a whole different set of lines you got to go through.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you're
that's
costumed
lame.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lame.
And so it will be a little annoying, but once we're in there, we can just run around and
Yeah,
promo the shit
whatever.
out of this.
We
And-
should mention that you guys are going as Motu,
Oh yeah.
Masters of the Universe.
Does She-Ra count as a Masters of the Universe? Is she in a different
man.
universe?
No, she's totally
He-Man's cousin.
I
Is
was-
it really?
No, sister.
Sister.
Twin
Are they
sister.
so-
Yeah,
Yes.
What?
yeah, that's He-Man's twin
That's
sister.
fucking so weird. That
Makes
makes
so
way more
much
sense now.
It makes way more sense that you are going as She-Ra
Yeah.
and you are going as He-Man.
I'm.
Yeah, that's why to me I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Mikey and Don are going as He-Man and She-Ra.
You should fucking see Daryl's buddy's
This
Beastman
Beastman
costume.
is so awesome.
He's just like, okay, I think it might be Beastman with you guys. I'm like,
Yeah, you were
okay.
mentioning he
And
just
then
kinda built it, huh?
Sends the photo of all the fabric he bought, and then he shows the mask that he bought was just the old guy mask, and then the post.
Yeah.
Like he painted the face,
painted
but all
an
these
old
like,
man.
oh man, it's crazy.
I'm super excited for
the
this
makeup,
costume.
the
Yeah.
makeup,
Way
the-
better because
Yeah, it's homemade. And
made
Daryl's
it
good
good.
too.
Yeah.
we got to make sure we draw like shitty muscles on Daryl's costume.
Yeah, we do.
because he's like fat.
yeah.
Oh, that's killer,
And
man.
he's like, we should draw muscles or something on me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
like bad
Well,
ones.
he's Skeletor, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, if this was like something that was earlier or sooner, I would have totally done that for him. Just come over here, I would have grabbed some of
Oh,
my
yeah.
brushes, and I
Well,
would have made
Oh,
it
you
like
could have made fancy muscles.
I would have made fancy muscles
Yeah.
for him. I would have painted that thing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you could have done cool ones, but it's just
No.
you would have had to do it while he's wearing it though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
That's you have to. 'cause
Well,
it's gonna look weird,
we
right?
should just get a fucking Sharpie, and when we meet up, just get you to do like like ab
A fat
definition.
Sharpie. Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
I have Sharpies.
But
Or
we
you could even do it.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm not artistic.
What-
I just
what
have
you need to
I have
do-
a fat Sharpie.
Yeah, you got a big, like a thick one.
Well, just not a super thick one.
Just
but
take a look at Greg or John
My name's Greg.
Quickfalusi.
Who's that?
John Quickfalusi is the guy who was he created Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
If you see the way he draws muscly guys like Powdered Toast Man and whatnot,
Yeah.
just mimic that.
Just
And it would
yeah.
look
Over-exaggerated
Oh yeah,
muscle guys?
I give him all
Just
sorts of veiny
severe
strains and shit.
striations,
Crazy
like,
striation.
just torn chest, just jacked.
Yep.
Fat jacked.
Fat Jack.
Yeah, it's like man, your gut has like some sick abs, man. Like,
You get some sick abs in that gut,
Dan
boy.
Green abs.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's a little powerlifter. He's
Compartmental.
a little powerlifter dude, but it's
Oh, yeah.
He's
one guy.
5'10".
One guy described it really well. It's like his shirts need to be like XL in the back and 4XL in the front because his front body is like anime jacked and the
Yeah.
back is just like nothing.
Normal Jack.
Yeah, but
Well,
he's
it's normal Jack,
super
but
fucking
he's
strong.
humongous. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a
like,
humongous
He's
dude.
like a 10-time world record holder.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he's little.
A little
tank.
guy.
He's not little.
No,
he
but
looks little.
height-wise,
5'10" is
He's
taller than me.
5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
That's still little.
an inch or two
That's
shorter than us.
this much taller than me.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
5'9". So he'd
Okay.
be this much.
So he's standing next to really tall dudes, I guess.
Yeah.
all the
that's what it
time.
is.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
Yeah.
it. Like, I might stand next to you
Humongous.
guys. And it's like, oh, who's a little guy with all those other guys?
It's
But
like,
I'm
oh,
normal sized.
He's pretty normal size, yeah. Actually,
In a crowd of normal sized guys, I'm normal sized.
Yeah. Okay, is Luke for sure going to get the suits together and
I
shit?
fucking hope so.
Because he said
needs
he's
to get
meeting
his
at the
suits together.
he did
Do we need to
reiterate.
bully him?
We need to reiterate to him that he needs to get a black suit
Yeah.
and wear that Vader head. And
Yeah.
I got my Boba Fett ready to go.
Yeah. He
It's gonna
better.
be great.
That's great.
It's a pretty good costume.
He,
I'm definitely wearing Chucks, by the way.
yeah, I actually want to as well, but I only want, if I can find white ones, I'm going to pick up a pair of white Chucks. But that's like a weird thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Are white ones hard to
white
find?
Chucks?
Yeah.
No, I think you can probably pick them up.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be
Just-
that hard to get.
There's that store in Southgate that sells Chucks.
The shoe warehouse?
No, it's a weird name. It's a weird shoe store that
The warehouse
I
of
can't
shoes?
think of the name.
Okay,
of.
well, I will look into that because I want to. I was
Shoe
either going to
place?
just go to just a normal place to buy them, but yeah, like
The lace?
It's
maybe.
it's a weird name. I can't think of the name.
Either way, if I can find white ones, I'm wearing
Arch
them.
support?
But if I can't, I'm just gonna wear the stupid things that you put over your shoes because she has like everything.
Yeah.
Like the knee high
Oh, like
gold
the
Yeah.
the
things that
fake
you can
things?
zip over your shoes.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
No.
I like that the costume almost doesn't fit you at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, no,
so
it does.
close.
Yeah,
It's so close.
like
it is
being a
fine
real
line.
problem.
It's like 5 pounds away from not fitting.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like
if you eat a whole
line.
pizza on Friday,
Yeah.
you're not getting.
No,
into
I'm not.
it.
I'm not fitting into it very well on Saturday.
Oh man, if you eat
Now-
a whole pizza
Now you know
right
how
after,
brides feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta get into my She-Ra costume. I better not
Gotta
eat
get
anything for
into
2
my
days.
She-Ra.
Yeah.
oh, you're in so much trouble that doesn't fit.
Yeah. No, it will. I'll
Yeah,
find a way.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. That's a good fix, man. That's gonna be all right. I got so excited for that I had to go look up the He-Man She-Ra cartoon, the movie.
Yeah.
The what was it called?
was like a
something with
crossover?
the sword, Secret of the Sword.
Oh, okay.
It's the introduction of She-Ra.
Oh, they made a movie
That's the
first before they
animated
started
one,
her
right?
cartoon.
Oh yeah, it was in theaters and shit, man. Yeah, as little kids, we saw that. That was
Oh.
like it was a big deal. When
I
you were-
actually
when
don't
you were
think I
little.
ever did see that.
Yeah, it's like the introduction of like the other world and like Hordak and how Hordak came and stole like She-Ra as a baby.
Right.
And him and Skeletor were working together because he made a portal.
Man, I had no
Fucking
idea
great,
about any of that shit. I just knew it was like
Secret
girl
door.
He-Man when I was a kid. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the girl He-Man.
No, man. And that cartoon, like when we were kids, like as little boys watching a He-Man cartoon, the She-Ra cartoon was pretty fucking sweet too, man.
Yeah, it was. I
She was
watched
a
it,
great
man.
character, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty great.
It was pretty, and they had their own like version of Orko. They had their own version of everybody, right?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically.
And why I love Robot Chicken so much because they
Oh, wow, chicken is terrific.
yeah because they always like there's one where fucking they actually had a really well-known actress doing the voiceovers. I think. I mean, unless it was Katie Sackhoff.
There was a bunch, man.
They have
It was
a
either-
bunch of famous people
Yeah.
doing voices on that show.
Like the least famous one is Breckenmeyer, and he's still well known.
Yeah.
yeah,
Still pretty famous.
But I like that he works regularly on that show.
yeah. He needs a job.
Yeah. And they're friends.
That Suits show was it Suits or was the other one? Him and friggin' Gosler there, the Saved by the Bell. They had a show.
Did
played
they?
Like,
Mark,
yeah, they're like.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really got into that, Zach. I never watched that show because they were like nothing like me at all, right? So I couldn't
Yeah.
relate. So I never really got into it. Even like the one brown guy, AC Slater. No, man, that's Chavez.
He's
Yeah.
Mexican.
yeah. You're Chavez.
Hey man, I liked Saved by the Bell. It was
So did
a
I.
terrible show
Hey,
when you
man.
look back on it.
Yeah.
But
Terrible show.
it was great. Saved by
There's
the Bell
weird
was
band theories
fantastic.
for that too, eh? That like
What?
he's actually it's all in his head. Like
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell is
Zach?
completely in Zach's head.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, like
That's,
Fresh Prince
that's
is
why
dead.
he keeps breaking the
He's in a coma.
fourth wall.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Does he do that a lot in that show?
Well, he
Oh,
does
yeah, tons.
the
Like almost
timeout
every
thing or
episode.
whatever, where everyone
Yeah.
stops moving and he
Speaks directly to
Shakespeare
the camera.
soliloquies.
Oh,
Everything.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a soliloquy, right? When Shakespeare goes off and just talks to himself.
Yeah, when he has like a
Well,
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Well, not when Shakespeare talks to himself, but
His
when
characters,
the character.
Sorry, yes, fuck, not Shakespeare. In Shakespeare's plays, when a character talks to themselves, is it mostly just Macbeth, or did they do it in all the other ones?
There's a bunch of.
Was that a
them
I
Shakespeare
feel like
thing?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
Who's the really drunk guy? Is that the bless you? He's the not the captain. The
can't
really
remember.
drunk guy. He always like kind of like zones out and looks at people and does little weird things. There, just Pan does weird shit. in
Pan
Midsummer
does
Night's
a
Dream.
bunch of weird shit.
Much Ado About Nothing. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, but Pan does a bunch of weird shit.
Okay, so the soliloquy was more of just there was always a character that did it, or it was a thing. It was a Shakespeare thing.
I don't
It's
think
a-
every
it's a
single one
Shakespeare
had it, but
thing.
yeah, it's
Which
Shakespeare thing.
turns out is also a Zach Morris thing in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Zach Morris, huh?
Zach
That's a
Morris.
white guy name.
Yeah, dude.
Not as white as AC Slater though. That's
AC
a wicked
Slater
white guy name.
is a super white guy.
His
Yeah.
name is Mario
For-
Lopez in real life.
for a Mexican guy.
And they called him AC Slater.
AC
They're
Slater.
like, We better make him a little more
pretty
white.
progressive casting for a show back
Yes.
then.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
got a character called AC Slater. I'm thinking a real, like, Sean Penn type, real Spicoli. Let's get that Mexican kid in here.
Yeah.
Wearing the
Honestly.
string tank tops.
Wearing
Oh, yeah. Stringers, man.
Yeah. All the time.
He made them popular.
Yeah, he did.
Well, there's that one. Okay, so it's in his head. There's the other one about Homer's in a coma.
yeah.
Yeah,
He-
Homer's for, like, what
He
season
has
was it?
been in a coma since like
Season 5 or 6?
Yeah. Since the episode that he's in a coma.
The beer.
Yeah.
When Bart, like, paint can
Is that,
shakes the
is
beer.
that a fan theory that Homer's
Yeah.
been in a coma since that happened?
Since that
Because
happened.
they've been normal episodes with normal problems up until Homer explodes the paint can.
Okay.
And then when he goes in a coma, ever since then, all the episodes have been weird.
Really?
They've
though?
been like progressively stranger after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why
maybe.
nobody ages, and that's
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Every episode
That's
after that is
depressing.
Super
But he
depressing.
does wake up in that episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but in
Oh.
Homer's life, he doesn't.
Yeah.
In Homer's life, he wakes up and it's a happy ending, but really, they've been like mourning his dead,
Yeah.
vegetative corpse
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
while now.
Yeah.
Bart
Oh.
is 25 and just awful.
An
Just-
alcoholic because he caused his father's
Like
coma.
all of those fade forwards where Bart's all like trailer.
Yeah, he's
trash.
always shitty.
Yeah.
Always
I
shitty.
wash myself with a rag on a stick. Oh,
Chases
man.
poor Lisa.
That was Lisa though. That
No,
when
Lisa was fat too.
No, that was the rag on the stick was Lisa.
Was that
When-
Lisa?
That's
No.
when she marries
No,
Milhouse.
no, two different stories.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
she's
the
just
super
like
fat
in
Bart,
the house,
and then there's
right?
super fat Lisa. That's
Yeah.
Mama's prying board.
Oh,
They're going down to the library.
The
We're gonna
library.
set some movies.
Yeah.
get Mama's prime, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I'll
You're
get your
right.
coat. Go on down to the library.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That show used to be so good.
So-
I hate watching old episodes.
For like 12 seasons, it was good.
They make me
Yeah,
they
man.
make me happy when I actually get a chance to catch one. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you do, but like you think about like now it seems like their big gimmick is the couch gag. Like everybody gets like a really good couch gag.
Yeah,
like the opening?
Banksy did one.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody kind of gets
but
their
at this,
shot at it,
this
right?
point, yeah. Now I get why though.
Yeah.
But did you see there was apparently one of the Halloween episode openings? They always do like funny things in them, like
Yeah.
the Treehouse of Horror ones. There was one that did they get Guillermo del Toro to do it, and he referenced every previous Halloween episode in
Oh
the
yeah,
opening.
yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I
does.
didn't see, obviously it's a recent one and I hadn't seen it, so I just watched the clip of it and they were pointing out each one as they did it. I thought it was really neat.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. That's all right. But I wouldn't mind seeing like a better episode of The
Oh yeah,
Simpsons.
you're right though. Like
Yeah.
the big
Yeah.
highlight for it seems to be is the couch gag.
Yeah.
Like, it's get celebrities to do the couch gags for us. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's
couch
just like
gag was only to adjust the episode lengths.
yeah.
yeah, that's it. I mean, back in the day when it's like, well, we got 26 minutes this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
need 28. You know,
They would be edited or cut down or extended based
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, which is unfortunate, man. I mean, that's why I kind of like for me right now in cartoons, like I'm off Family Guy. Family Guy is just like whatever. It's fun colors to look at, and that's it. So
Yeah.
like the little kid part of your brain while it's on in the background is okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched Family Guy in
But
a long time.
yeah, but like it's not worth watching. But fucking Bob's Burgers is killing it.
Is it?
Every single episode?
And I
man.
want to watch that, but I'm like,
haven't
God, some of the characters
watched
just fucking
any of
piss
it.
me off.
Oh, they're great. Like last night was a rerun where it's like 3 transvestites and Bob accidentally becomes like a cabbie / pimp and then finds
Yeah.
out that his neighbor is like a transvestite and he's gonna like turn like he's gonna out him.
Okay.
It's a big secret in town. You're like, man, like their episodes are strange.
Like they're well written,
yeah.
interesting. Well, I mean, it's a good group of comedians that are writing the shows, so.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
The
And like,
only Bob's Burgers that I've watched was the first episode of Archer. Where he's
crossover. I was just gonna say that. It's like the only real thing that comes to mind is the crossover.
yeah.
yeah.
And I've seen a bunch of stuff of the weird like daughter online.
Yeah, she's like a super popular online character.
Oh,
Like, people meme the shit out of her
people
and dress
meme
up
the
like
Oh
shit
her.
out of
fuck, what's
yeah.
her name?
You see her a lot of
The-
Comic Cons.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah.
Oh god, she's a villain. She's just such a vile human
Yeah,
being.
she wears bunny ears all the time, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh
It's a
man.
weird
Yeah, dude,
rabbit
For a
head.
guy who watched that show a lot, I cannot pull her name out.
Huh. A lot of people do. It's funny. I see a lot
She's
of her.
Carol from friggin' Last Man on Earth and Daily Show and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, see now, and that's man, Last Man on Earth. I've only watched like 5 episodes of that.
You need
But
to get on that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
need to get on
so
that.
good. He's such a fucking loser.
Will
Like,
Forte, he is just
he's the guy that did MacGruber.
yeah.
Same actor. That
He
played
doesn't give a shit what
MacGruber.
he looks like ever.
No.
Like he's the kind of guy who'll just I mean he shaved half his head for one of the episodes.
Did he?
And in real life he walked around for like a month
With half a shaved head.
with like a long hair on one side.
Why didn't he just cut it?
And yeah, and because he had to do it for the next episode.
Oh, okay.
So in
Being
shooting
an
order,
ass.
yeah,
They're
he had
like,
to have it for a while.
We can bald cap you and put a wig. No,
No,
I'm
I'll
good.
do it.
I'm committed.
Yeah.
I'm committed.
And then grew all of his hair out for like what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
To start the show, right?
To start that
Yeah.
show.
Start the
yeah.
show. That's been really good though.
How hobo-y.
What is it
can
on
you get?
now? Is it like season 3 or 2 or
I think they're in 4 now.
actually?
Yeah, I think they're actually like
Holy
season
shit.
4.
Way behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've just
I've
started
seen-
number 4.
I've seen like part of season 1.
Yeah, like I've seen
Yeah.
Watched.
like 2 episodes when the chick wants to get married.
Yeah.
I saw the Bachelor
Carol?
up to the bat.
Yeah, and then the
furthest-
hot chick shows up.
Yeah, and the
That's
fat
all
guy?
As far
Yeah.
as I am.
There's a fat guy that shows up.
There's a lot of guys that show up. There's not only a fat guy that shows up. There's another guy that shows up with his exact name, who is like large, black, and attractive, and better at everything than him.
Oh, really?
And it just fucking burns him.
Yeah, everything. That's the best part. Everything that happens ends up burning him because
Yeah.
he's a dick. If he was just cool about shit,
Yes.
everything would probably go better.
Oh, yeah,
And
for
the
sure.
worst part too is like he's actually got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Like he's a complete asshole.
Yeah.
But he understands where his moral boundary is.
Yeah.
And when he crosses it, he's like, fuck, gotta
Yeah.
make everything right. And he tries so hard to make it right.
Yeah.
Only for it to backfire on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He's
good.
just
yeah.
such a luckless prick.
I just my favorite was the only real specific part that I can remember when he's doing his bachelor party and he's like just burning stuff, and she tells him, she's like, "You're not just like burning wigs and stuff, are you?" He's like, "No, I got a bunch of important shit to do before the wedding," and she's watching him from across the parking lot
Yeah.
with the radio. Like, this is really good.
He's got like the bowling. He's got
Yeah,
the-
it's the balls that are his friends. Like,
Yeah.
and they're all those. He's drinking with them, and he's crazy. He's crazier than Castaway crazy.
Yeah.
he is well past Castaway crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just
Makes
where
sense.
everybody would go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Castaway
there
is
was-
step
But
one.
he's totally just like he's like, no, he's fully accepted the fact that this one particular sport ball that he has is
Yeah.
his friend.
The little one is his best
Yeah.
friend. All the
And-
other balls can go to hell.
Yeah, but
that
they're
little
there.
one is his buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keeping it up.
He has a whole episode where him and the fat guy like are hoarding bacon that
Really?
happened to survive like in a freezer. Like
Oh, okay.
before everybody died, and they go to this like little town and they find the bacon, and instead of sharing it, and it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
not like a little bit of bacon.
Yeah.
I mean it's like
It's
like
a
4
freezer, a
pigs.
freezer full of bacon.
Oh yeah. And they just eat all of it with the guiltiest looks in their
They don't
face.
even ration it.
They don't do anything, man.
don't
They
share
don't
it
tell
at all.
anybody. They don't share it. The two of them have bacon dates.
Just
Like they'll-
frying bacon
frying
and just
bacon.
eating it.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's awful.
That's what I do every night at work at 1 when the kitchen closes and they have leftover bacon.
And you just
Just
stuff
get in
it
there.
in the kitchen and eat
That's,
it
that is the
Gluttonous.
secret bouncer treat.
with no
It
guilt.
really is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just-
the guiltless bacon.
Yeah.
Just wander into the kitchen.
It is
Yeah.
guilt-free bacon.
It is, man. I have worked in a few places where they were not looking, and I was next to bacon, and I had to stuff that bacon in my mouth.
Yeah.
And there's no guilt. It's just like I don't want anybody else to see me to feel bad.
No.
They don't have bacon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to share this.
I don't
Oh,
want to
don't share the bacon.
But that's the best part is
Need it.
they know that I want it, so they
Yeah.
set it aside for me now.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. They're like, it's going to get thrown out, so you might as well eat it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I feel like the kitchen staff cooks extra bacon now.
Hey, if you are nice to the cooks, your life is golden.
Taken
man.
care of, man.
Yeah, be
Just
nice.
Here, no, I don't want to interrupt you
no,
here.
I was
There
saying
was some
yes, kitchen
dude in Florida, I think, who gets arrested on a regular basis for feeding the homeless. He's like a 90-year-old chef.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
They had to stop him because it's illegal.
There's
there's
something
there's a
about
law.
giving away
Something.
food that's.
Well, the
'cause he-
kitchen hasn't been
he-
inspected.
Yeah, he doesn't cook the food and give it to the. He gives like the waste food.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that would be thrown
to,
out.
to the
Oh.
homeless.
'Cause he
you
had a
can't-
lot.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't give away, like, you couldn't technically give someone a meat tray, right?
Yeah, that's
if
right.
it was done. Like, my dad used to work at Osmond Auctions, or no, Ritchie Brothers Auctions.
Yeah.
So there would just be fucking tables of food left over.
Yeah, because they have those catered, right?
Yeah. So he'd take it home. He's like, man, we can eat all this shit. I'm like, he's like, he would have like freezer things full of lasagna. He's like, do you want all this? Do you want this? It's going to get thrown out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can't give it to people.
But yeah,
That sucks,
there's a
man.
weird law that doesn't allow it.
Well, it might not be sanitary and could cause problems and
Yeah.
hurt people.
That's what they're saying, but
Yeah.
I just find that there's clearly a way around that. If you really looked into it, I'm sure the right person could find a loophole to say,
Oh, yeah.
fuck, here's how it's okay to give, because they do it in France now. They don't,
Yeah.
they give
Well,
away.
that's ugly food.
Well,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
also there's
But the-
supermarkets that
It's not just ugly food now. And it's France. They're like, anything that's going to be waste food is
Oh, really?
will be donated.
That's a
They
really good
changed
call.
that. That's a big turnover. The ugly food thing's happening in the States too now.
I hope
think
so.
I thought here too with groceries.
Yeah.
Grocery stores have to.
They're
They
going to have a
gotta
whole
do that.
section of ugly food, right?
Yeah. Oh, man, I would only buy ugly food. Well, then the price will go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna drive the price up, Saber.
Yeah.
You're one
No,
person.
I don't think we're going to drive the price up. I think they're going to get wise to it.
I think there's going to
They're
be a
gonna
lot
get
of people
wise to
that
all
will
of us
still
doing it.
won't do it because they're just sad and they don't want to. Oh, it's
It's not an
Looks bad.
iPhone, so I can't have that in my pocket. I
it's
look
not
poor.
the latest. It's not the latest edition of apples.
Made by Mac.
Yeah.
These apples are Mac approved.
Yeah.
I'm totally an Apple snob.
Yeah.
You mean like the apples,
Like
not Apple computers.
No,
I know.
no,
I'm just
like
fine with
apples.
everyone now.
Like
I
like-
also am.
Like I only eat Pink Ladies or Honeycrisp apples.
I know. Crips Pink.
Yeah.
Australian-made apples, baby.
It's. Do you know what?
Ah.
It's because I picked fruit in
Oh,
Australia.
that's why. It's the best apples.
Because you know exactly what's happening to them. I like those Fiji, or no, is it Fiji? I don't know. There's a couple
Fuji?
brands. Yeah, Fuji ones, and there's like, it's not Gaia, but it's something else.
Gala.
Gala.
Royal Gala.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
an
Royal,
apple nerd.
I like Royal Gala and,
Royal
and
Gala.
Fuji apples.
When we were in Thailand in 2009, I was on the train, all the cross country train, north
Yeah.
to south. I was going up north. I sat next to an Apple GMO, like the modifier, the scientist.
What?
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I sat next to a guy who modifies food for a living. His job was to modify like all kinds of foods. He said that he had an apple in cold storage in there wherever they do their thing that had been in there for well over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, there's just in the dark, just sitting there, and it's fresh. You'll bite into them because the apple you eat today wasn't picked yesterday.
No, I don't. Of course not.
Wow.
And I don't care.
As soon as you put them in cold storage, they stop the ripening process.
Yeah, they stop altogether, huh?
Yeah.
Well, as a picker, you know about this.
Yep.
Yeah. So how long can they last? Like, how long can the general, say like generic, regular run-of-the-mill apple last?
Yeah, like let's
If-
say
as
I'm
long as
throwing
it-
a bag in the fridge.
Well, the hard part about that is because it's been cold, hot, cold,
Yeah.
warm, cold, warm, cold, warm. So for the actual producers,
Mm-hmm.
you pick the fruit, it goes to the
Directly
place,
to cold storage.
and then directly into cold storage,
And just stays there.
And as far as I understand, it's well over a year.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Like
So, I mean, he could have had like a run-of-the-mill apple tested for a year, but like one of his modified apples could last way longer.
super apples. Yeah.
Super apples, yeah. They had
Yeah.
a fruit.
So regular apples can last up to a year in cold storage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the problem is the shipping where they warm up and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
put
yeah.
them back in, and then it's
Then they
That's
start,
like they start to ripen again, and then it slows, and then
Hmm.
that happens with
Bananas.
beer.
Be-
Preservatives.
well,
in beer.
that's why
if
the-
it's preservative free, you have to refrigerate it. And you can't let it get warm, or
Yeah.
it spoils it.
yeah.
Well,
'cause
colored
that's-
bottles,
you're
right?
Like,
Yeah.
You're like
Well, in
cousin or
cans too.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ribstone Creek does that. Yeah, they chose to go like preservative free
Yeah.
on their beers, and yeah, like you have to.
It's got to be shipped in cold storage,
Yeah.
and like
well,
kept
years
in
ago,
there.
I remember I had like a,
or you can keep it warm. And
you
then
can, you can keep it
never
warm.
cold it.
But once you
cold
put it in,
off,
yeah,
cool it down.
So you can start it cold.
can't cold it off.
You don't.
Refrigerate
You
it?
can. You could just can't do what you
Not-
said. How
yeah,
it
not
changes.
cold and hot.
But if
It
it's
has to
warm,
maintain
it
a
can
temperature.
sit there.
can stay warm forever,
And then as
or
soon as you
can
put it in
be
the fridge,
cold
it's staying
forever,
cold, yeah.
but no switch-a-maroo.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
No
all right.
backseat 4-3.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. When we were at years ago, we were in a bar, and one of the bars you worked at.
Yeah.
And a guy came in who was like a real beer snob, and he wouldn't touch Sleeman. He's like, Sleeman is shit because by the time he gets over here, all the lights got into the bottle and it's messed it up. He only drink beer out of brown bottles.
Right.
That's when I got wise to it. I didn't really like it. Didn't occur to me.
But see, I've never drank a Sleeman beer that was gross.
I've never drank a Sleeman's.
I think he's probably just a snob.
That was good. What are you talking about?
I don't like Sleeman at all.
How?
You don't
It's
like
all
the honey
skunky
brown?
and Weird.
But it's all.
I like Rickard's honey brown.
It's not skunky.
Actually, that's a nice beer too.
None of
got
Sleeman's beer is skunky.
I disagree entirely.
You
Maybe the taste of things to you is different than the taste
No.
of things to me.
No.
Maybe my taste buds are better than your taste buds.
Yeah,
Ever think about
maybe.
that?
No,
Maybe
no,
I have
Mr. Saskatchewan Pilsner's refined palate over here is the one that knows what I'm talking about.
Warm cans
Yeah.
of pill.
Yeah.
Listen,
You're from Saskatchewan. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Oh wow, border man.
On beer.
Listen, border town. Like, how far were you from Saskatchewan?
20 minutes. Yeah. I had to put up with all of you.
like, listen, I almost lived in Manitoba, so
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh man. Oh wow, we have just alienated. I would like to say that if you have any letters you want to send about complaints, you can send them to Handsome Dan at Instagram.
You can take a picture of them, and then
Yeah.
you can put them on Instagram, and I won't read them.
Then I won't read them.
Yeah.
No, wait. Will you not read them, or will No Feel Monster not read them?
at No Feel Monster.
Perhaps.
At No Feel Monster.
Maybe. I think I'm going to use No Feel Monster to launch my rap career as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your
Decided.
beatboxing career.
Yeah.
As
No,
you
I'm not
should.
good at beatboxing.
No, beatbox. Come on now. You're a
No.
drummer. You'd be a great beatboxer.
No. There is a
Just
huge difference
no.
between creating drum sound effects with your mouth and actually playing drums. I don't know if anybody knows that.
What do you mean? That seems exactly
It's the same
same.
thing as people that
He'd
are
be
really
like Bart
good
Simpson doing the ham bone.
at... Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's the same thing as creating drum beats on a sampler. It's like you still aren't good at creating drum beats because anybody can figure that out.
Yeah. You
But-
don't understand what goes into it.
Well, anybody can figure out how to play the drums too, but
It takes less time on
Yeah, I
on
don't
it
think
with a
anybody
keyboard.
though. I mean, I'm sure. Like, I know
Hey.
a couple of guys who can't.
Robert Rodriguez said it best when he was doing all the sound for that fucking, which is actually a really good movie, the third Desperado, essentially.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He scored the entire thing on a keyboard that
Mm-hmm.
had sound effects. He's like, yeah, with this, you don't even have to know anything about music, and you can score an entire movie.
It's
and I
true,
wanted
man.
to shoot him in the face when he said that.
He's not wrong though.
No,
Like,
he's
All
not.
the Chasing Earth stuff. Like, if you listen to all the music on that, this guy.
yeah, I know, but
I-
you're super talented.
yeah,
though.
but
No, I'm
you
not.
do all
I
sorts
just
of
fake
things.
it really well.
But like that to me was like I get the purpose of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the problem is I see all the untalented
the awful versions of it.
in
It's true, man.
in the music industry. Like people are like, oh, I bought Pro Tools and then I sang on YouTube. Now they're fucking millionaires. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. That's it's like, what happened to the world?
There's nothing more fun to
voice.
me than a face, like a fake vomit,
Yeah.
like fake throwing up, like a fake gag.
I do that all the time to people. They're like, "Oh man, how's it going? I'm having a pretty shitty day," or they say something that like, "Yeah, I had to go and." Who knows? They had to go pick garbage or something. And I'm just like, I just instantly show my. I don't even say a word. I just show my disgust with a fake puke noise.
Oh man, we had a dude at another bar you worked at way back in the day who couldn't. I can't mention
I like
it.
that you won't.
No, because it's going to be offensive to
I
him.
know.
But he was an awful dude who could not hold it if you did that in front of him.
Oh, that would get sick from the puke noise.
Yeah.
I have a friend that was like that too.
Yeah, and I would do that, and
Yeah.
it would be like he would throw up.
Yeah, they would start gag coughing.
If you
and,
didn't want him around, he would just do that and be like, "Oh,
I
fuck you guys."
Yeah, I gotta go. I would
Gotta
do that
go.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
I'd
It was
rather
excellent.
make fake puke noises than tell people that. Oh, that sucks.
That sucks.
I'd rather display it with utter disgust.
Hey, you know what sucks? The Comixology app.
Comixology app?
Yeah, I picked it up because
Okay.
like I want to get back into
Is it like a
comics and shit.
reader, like what he has?
It's a reader, but it's powered by Amazon.
My
Okay.
comic reader is fantastic.
Perfect viewer.
Comic Rack.
Comic Rack, huh?
So
we've talked about this.
Comicology or Comixology?
Comixology.
So this
it's,
isn't good.
Nah, you download your comic books like as normal,
Yeah.
but like it's got an unlimited version as well that lets
Okay.
you like pay $6 a month.
Okay.
They can get like everything.
Yeah.
They can get all sorts of stuff, but you can't. Like you can't get full. You know how like it's not Netflix of comics. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
I
see
wanted
what
the
you-
Netflix of comics.
Oh, you want a library to choose from?
Yes.
Because his is like a BitTorrent download. No, I shouldn't say. Is that what you call that? Is
yeah,
it a
it's
BitTorrent?
torrent downloader.
Yeah, I just download the comics.
Yeah.
You don't
And
use the
the
use
app is just
comic-
for reading them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's software so you can open the stuff.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's I've been doing that with Perfect Viewer, which
Okay.
has been pretty good for Android. Yours is good. I used yours before too.
Yeah.
I think I had them like one on each of my tablets. It was each of my tablets comes from a rich guy. I got 2 old broken Samsung tablets.
Hey, that's fair.
Listen, still got 2 tablets.
still have 2.
Captain
I still
Fancy
got
Pants.
I still got 2. Not to mention one's got pen marks in the back, so I don't know where the fuck that thing came from.
Listen, you were drawing.
Well, I was
You're
drawing.
an artist.
So anyway, I had the one on the one. I liked them both. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to download them from if you're going to be doing that kind of thing. We do not think you should be downloading comic books.
No, you download them
Support comic creators.
You acquire
legally
them illegally.
legally from
Yeah.
the not manufacturer.
You can't
That's
do
not
anything
correct.
that you're saying.
Schmishmortion.
Publisher. That's
Publisher.
what they are. Publisher.
But,
like Marvel. Marvel has a subscription that you can
Yeah.
just.
They've got unlimited, right?
But
That's
see-
my next jump. I'm going to give that a shot.
You're saying this Comixology one is, or what you were hoping for is like Netflix.
Well, yeah, because they do kind
So
of.
you can just browse like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I'll read this shit. I haven't heard of this. Or-
They do
Yeah.
advertise. They have an actual downloading service that has like monthly, so you can download for 99 cents or up to like $1.50 new issues, right?
Yeah.
They also have an unlimited version,
Yeah.
which lets you download like bulk, but it's not. It's like you'll get Batman: Brave and the Bold, 1953 to 1956, like 1 to 28. You're like, oh, fuck,
like how
I-
Canadian Netflix has a really large category of British television that no one ever watched.
Yeah, it's like they've got
From the
Luther, which is
60s.
great, and then they've got a lot of shit that you don't give a
Coronation
fuck about.
Street?
Yeah. Like, I don't
A
need.
lot of people really like Coronation
I know.
Street, and
Why?
I don't understand it.
It's awful. It reminds me of Canada, and I don't know why. In like a shitty, depressing way.
It's like downtown back alley Montreal.
yeah,
Chauvin.
man. No, it's
Is it
like
Chauvin?
it's like
He took it to his home.
it's like a shitty part of Halifax or something. And I've never been to Halifax, but I'm just saying it's like it reminds me of like if I was to go to Halifax, but not in a fun part of
Yeah,
Halifax.
like
Yeah.
Dartmouth.
yeah, sure.
Dartmouth.
Apparently.
I'll
I'm
take
sure
it,
like
yeah.
somebody in Dartmouth's like, hey, we're actually really nice out here.
We've been doing a lot to fix things lately.
but
They sound like they're
It
from
does
Boston.
kind of feel like it is like East Coast Canada.
Yeah,
but
not
not.
the fun parts of it.
It's not the fun part.
No, not the parts with like Scotty McNutt and like who's a real person, believe it or not.
Did you
Yeah.
guys?
I saw him on White Ave. the
I
other
love
day.
him so much.
Scotty McNutt.
Yeah, he's a bartender
Bartender
slash
Filthies.
White Ave
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Amazing
He's a white
person.
Ave guy. He's from
Amazing.
the East Coast.
Yeah.
Is he? Well, did you guys ever watch Republic of Doyle?
I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show.
I did, but not a lot of it. I came across it.
It was like the Rockford Files, but Canadian. Like, I mean, if I had to
Weird.
describe a like, did you guys are you guys old enough for that? The Rockford
Yeah,
Files.
don't know what
I
that
know
is
of the
either.
Rockford Files. I never watched
God,
it.
it was such a good show.
That's like Danger Bay. I never watched Danger Bay.
no, well,
But I
Rockford
know-
Files is American. It was awesome.
Yeah, but I
he
mean,
had a great car. and-
Era-wise, though. I mean,
But yeah, it was his PI.
Yeah.
He's got his dad kind of helps him out, but he's kind of bumbling, and he had the car, which is great.
right.
And this was like that, like what's it called? Republic of Doyle. It was like the
Okay.
Rockford Files, but Canadian.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe did a bunch of episodes.
Really?
Great Big Sea played cops in that. They were in a few episodes.
Huh.
Yeah. So it was a neat show. It was really good. But that was like I always looked at that and thought that's the kind of Newfoundland that you want to like. It's all in St. John's.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one's Newfoundland?
St. John's.
St. John's. But it was there, and you're like, it's cool. Like, I'd love to be over there. But then you realize that's a very small part of what they're showing you.
That's not actual Newfoundland.
Yeah.
No.
Especially in wintertime when you don't have a snow machine and you're
Like,
fucked.
how much worse could it be? Like, think of how shitty that is. Like, you think of West Coast, and the winters are lovely, they're warm and shit, but then you go to the East Coast, and they get the kind of winters we get, but next to the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, how depressing is
oh,
that?
my
Like,
God.
Snow hurricanes.
yeah, like, I feel terrible for that. It's like, why did they get that?
Yeah, snow hurricane. I mean, if you just think about how awful a snow hurricane is, a snow-nami, and they get them.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
A nor'easter.
It's like the tropical storm comes up the coast and then turns into a winter storm.
Yeah,
and then
turns
dies.
into a ice wall that's still made of water for some reason. Somehow, it actually freezes people on the spot when it goes through.
It's just mad at
But
you.
it flash freezes them,
Yes,
so they
exactly.
like
They're
thaw
dead.
out and they're fine.
Yeah, like the next day, like,
like a day later.
yeah, it's like,
that's what-
Johnny got hit by the flash freeze tsunami again.
Fuck your brain up just a little
Yeah,
bit.
just severe brain damage from all the flash
Messes
freezing.
you up just a
Yeah.
tiny
Just
bit.
a little bit every time.
Yeah.
Probably got to mute that
But
part.
Yeah. They're not gonna know what we're talking about anyway.
Hey, Dan, you want to clap sync us?
I want
the
you to not be able to hear it,
gentlest
so you have to.
The gentlest clap.
You want to edit that? You got to work for it.
Yeah.
I want
find it.
I want you to get mad and have to leave it in. Like, fuck it.
50 minutes in even. Nice.
I'm getting rid of that.
Fine.
Cutting that one out.
That's what caused the accent.
That's what caused the accent.
Yeah, it's the brain freeze.
Repeated
Brain
flash
freeze.
freeze.
Yeah.
Super brain freeze.
Yeah.
Super brain freeze. That's how you get a weird accent.
Yeah. Not a trigeminal headache.
No. Not a
That
Mr.
sounds. What the fuck
You
is
suddenly
that?
went medical on
That's
us.
a brain freeze.
Oh.
Trigeminal. Trigeminal. Trigeminal?
It's the freezing of the trigeminal nerve.
Trigeminal.
Not that I want to bring up bullshit internet stuff, but did you guys see that thing where the cats eat ice cream and then they seize up real bad?
No.
Yeah, they get brain freeze and they just
They do this.
they just stop. Like they have to have a stroke from eating ice cream.
Oh, wow.
And they're eating like crazy. Like they're going viciously at this ice cream.
And they just have the brain freeze.
Yeah, because they're eating ice cream too fast.
So does it kill them?
No, they just have brain freeze.
They just
Oh,
get
they
but they
just-
get
they
they
just
stroke.
stop.
They stroke the fuck out.
Oh,
And
wow.
They don't know. They're,
for like
they
a couple of minutes. Well,
Oh, that's
maybe
awful.
You see fear in their eyes. They're like,
it's just
like they stop and they think they're gonna die.
God, no.
And then they go back to eating
the
ice cream.
same as.
I don't know if I
Have you
would
ever-
like that.
It's
You've
pretty
ever
funny,
seen
man.
a child get a brain freeze?
Oh, it's weird, yeah. I've let kids get brain freeze.
Why? Wait. Why?
Like little kids
Like,
that
I've
never
never-
had a
they
Slurpee.
react the same way as the cat.
Oh, do they?
It's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what is happening to
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Is this, am I dying?
Yeah. Right.
Do I know what death
Is this real life?
is this real life?
Yeah.
Did you do that to me? Did that? No.
I don't know. This is very strange.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I haven't really even looked into the Comic-Con much at all.
The Comic Con?
Sorry, the Pop Culture Fair.
The pop culture. Well, no, this is the expo.
And
there is
Oh,
also
yeah,
a
the Pop Culture Fair is different. That's
October,
Edmonton
yeah, which I also really
Entertainment
enjoy
Expo.
going to. But that's just like collectibles and shit.
Yeah, that's the one they've always done.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I always thought that folded into this.
I go there
They
to buy
ate
my random toys, like my random that I have, like Boba Fett and crappy Deadpool and
Yeah.
a Star Trek bad guy that I don't think anyone has heard of. Like, and I just like have this like collection of and Krang, a little Krang with everything.
Tiny
with
Krang's
the
great.
tiny
Yeah,
Krang in it?
the brain
Really?
and the suit
suit and everything.
all the add-ons.
Do you know what, man? I enjoyed that movie a lot more than I expected.
The Ninja Turtles movie?
The
I never
newest
saw
one,
it.
the Out
Yeah,
of the
we
Shadows.
talked
you?
about it a few times. I haven't seen either yet.
Okay.
I think me and you
I've seen the
talked
first
about
one. I thought it was
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
The newest one is based.
I've seen the first one. That was fucking annoying.
The first one was really annoying, but this one is basically season 1, episode 1 of the Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Okay, that's
Are
what I
there
was
neutrinos
expecting.
in it?
No, they don't actually specifically call them neutrinos,
But they're
there's
in
a
there.
there's a technodrome and there's Krang and
Yeah, we keep going back to it. Like I think last time you were here, which is like
Yeah,
the
that's very
episode
possible.
before this one.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Do you know how fantastical that is when you break it down into just words, though? You're like, mutated turtles that were mutated into ninjas
Yeah.
fight a guy from another dimension who's just a brain inside of a robot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the premise.
It's bonkers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's-
small aliens are going to help the turtles
yeah.
beat the big roving robot.
Yeah,
drone.
the giant dome
Yeah, the
with an
dome.
eyeball. Like, it's just such a fantastical
It's such a cool
retarded
idea, man.
but it's awesome.
And when you think about how different that was from the comic book,
Yeah.
like the comic book, which
Like,
really like when it
vastly
started,
different.
vastly
like
different.
the guys making the toys were just like, man, let's just make fucking crazy shit. Let's make a weird warthog and a fucking
Bebop and
and a
Rocksteady.
rhino and a giant rhino.
So cool. And then the comic book like almost one-ups them by being like, okay, we'll kill Shredder, but have him eaten by worms. The worms will form into another Shredder who fights Leonardo.
Yeah.
To the death.
Yeah, like let's get hard rated R on this.
Yeah, man. The comic is great.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
so good.
Well, the mask was ultra violent, apparently. The Mask comic.
Yeah, I
Oh,
read the Mask.
comic.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
crazy violent, and they just
He is not like Stanley Ipkiss is not some happy-go-lucky dude at all.
no, he's
like,
got mental issues, and
Yeah.
they manifest through the mask. That's what the whole point of it was.
And then bad things happen.
Yeah, he's a trickster god takes over,
Manipulating
and possessing the
Yeah.
body of a really depressed person. Like,
Yes.
that's fucking dangerous, man.
And then his girlfriend rebels on him by taking the mask and
Oh, does she
Oh,
see
yeah.
that? I never read the full thing. I just remember always like reading about it when I found when I was younger.
Yeah.
And discovered that it was a comic way before the movie came out.
it was cool, man. There's a lot of really cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
That like when you're a kid you didn't know. You're like, oh man, like this is like people know about this.
Yeah.
Does everybody know about this? When I was a little kid and I found out that G.I. Joe had a comic book that was legit. And I only knew the movie, like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
G.I. Joe had great comics.
But
Larry Hama wrote a bunch of
Was it put out after the show started airing?
about the same time. I think they were all like one big packet. Like Hasbro kind of put the whole thing out.
Right.
Because Larry Hama, if I'm not mistaken, he wrote all the bios that came with the comic with the characters,
Right.
the cards.
Well,
and he turned that into a comic book.
Let's not like forget the fact that I'd say 90% of the TV shows that we watched as kids were strictly made so they could sell toys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
Like G.I. Joe
Oh,
was
He-Man,
just a
dude.
Hasbro created G.I. Joe,
Yeah.
and then we're like, well, how do we sell all this? We'll make a show and a comic book.
Yeah.
And put it all out at the same time.
Super successful.
And I mean, and like really one creator.
Yeah,
Like Hama really went to town with that thing.
I feel like they got that idea from the Japanese because they have a shitload of TV shows that are strictly based on card turn-based games.
Yeah, could be.
And like they're all based on like it's like they had the format for it.
Yeah.
And some guy saw that how profitable that was, and then brought it over to the U.S.
Well, we
Who
won't
knows,
make
man?
a card game, but this is what we'll do for everything
card
else.
games are dumb, so let's
Yeah.
make toys and shit.
Nobody
Make a
plays
bunch of toys
card
and
games
shit.
in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. And now look at all the American kids in North America.
That's all they do. Yeah. Well, not all they do, but you go to a comic shop
Well,
on like a Wednesday night.
Pokemon and,
Yeah.
and Yu-Gi-Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
Like,
they were huge.
they were made solely for, or what was the other one? Do you remember that old, remember Crossfire?
Digimon?
Remember Crossfire? That stupid game with the balls
yeah,
that you shoot?
yeah. You
Oh,
put
yeah.
them in the
Yeah.
Beyblades. They had that
Yes,
little thing. the
Beyblade
ring,
is,
yeah.
is a Japanese cartoon based on a game that they made.
Yeah.
Well, we had Crossfire. They didn't make a TV show or shit
Nope.
out of that. Same fucking thing, man.
Do you guys remember that show? It was it Captain Power? Where you had-
Captain Planet?
No, Captain Power. Again, I think you guys might be a little bit too young for this. There was a toy
Possible.
that you would get that was like a gun. It was a ship.
Oh, no way, dude. My cousins had that.
Yeah,
and
Captain
you could shoot
Captain
the TV,
Power.
the laser.
You
Yeah.
shoot the TV and then
Unreal.
like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
they
dude.
would have like reflective things
Yep.
on the TV that your ship would learn. That was like that thing. You could
had
like
to
either
sync
fight
it
them
up.
and win and lose. Yeah,
You had to sync it up
was
with
cool,
whatever
man.
like a remote control, essentially. What is it?
it was like IR, like infrared.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. It was an infrared thingy. And yeah, my cousins had the good guy and the bad guy shit. They had all of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was.
It was so cool, man. As a kid, that was like that blew your fucking
And
mind.
if it hit your ship, if they shot you and you got you, your guy would eject out
yeah,
of the ship.
the
That's how you knew.
cockpit would explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, how shitty
Some
was that?
episodes you would have to win, and some episodes you were gonna lose.
Yeah.
That was the way it was.
Yeah, sometimes you could not win.
Yeah, you were just gonna lose.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that. That was so cool. That was like one of
Super
my favorite
interactive,
things.
man.
Yeah.
Like it was wild how that kind of stuff doesn't happen
The
anymore.
well, I was speaking about this with David because they premiered their board game night at Nightjar.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. Nightjar,
Yeah.
Yeg,
Yeah.
on White Ave. Well, just off of White
Yeah.
Yes.
in the Yeg.
I was telling him you should bring in that old those old horror board games where you had the VHS tape in. And the guy's like,
yes.
you have to do this, and you know you don't want to because he's gonna jump scare the shit out of you. and it's
Yeah.
like, those were great too.
Those
man.
are awesome, man.
Like so, bring that shit back. That's great. Imagine what you could do now with like with interactive technology that we
Yeah,
have.
man.
The way it is now,
Yeah.
it'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be
We had
really
an idea to make like an adult coloring book that was like a choose your own adventure adult coloring book.
Yeah, that's a cool. If that isn't already done, that's like I
Yeah,
don't
man.
know if it is, but
But
that'd
that's
be
a cool, neat idea. But
Dude,
we
of
had like
course. Oh, for
9 issues that ended up in just the weirdest place for this one character. Like he was just like this poor bastard. I don't want to give anything away right here, just in case. Like you never know. But like there was this whole concept that he ends up very happy-go-lucky in the beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe does something with the boss of his, and then ends up in a
Severely
very
drug addicted
like
in an
get
alley.
the gringo. He ends up becoming the gringo.
Yeah.
And not knowing why he got there.
Sweet.
But that's cool shit, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I think now it's a cool time for us in our mid
80s,
to late
90s
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80s, 90s revival is really popular right now,
Yeah.
and it's kind of gross, but I understand why.
Well, because we finally get our stuff. Like we get all the cool shit that we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I always watch that 70s show, right, with the red there. When he's in the first few episodes, like, where's my jetpack, damn it? Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna get a jet. They promised me in Korea.
Yeah, a
that by
jetpack.
now I'd have a goddamn jetpack.
Yeah.
But we're getting our jetpacks.
Yeah.
Like as kids, when they told us you'll get a hoverboard, well, people fucking thought, well, we can do
Well,
that.
that's not a fucking hoverboard.
No,
No.
not the wheels.
No, he's just
Like
saying
the
we
one that
were
Alexis put
expecting.
together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they're trying.
I got upset for a second.
There's actually
that thing's stupid, man.
You know,
The Lexus one.
You know, flyboards with the water.
Yeah.
Apparently, the guy who made that is also doing an air-propelled one right now. He's prototyping it on lakes.
Oh wow,
And it's like a fucking hoverboard.
that's
For
pretty
sure,
cool,
a
man.
hoverboard,
Yeah,
man. That's
but
exactly what a hoverboard
it
is.
moves just like a flyboard.
Did
though,
you
like-
see the guy on the drone bike? Like he
No.
goes over the swamps. He's got like 4 helicopter things. On
Oh,
this
yes,
thing.
I did see that
And
guy.
as he turns it, I
Yeah.
think right now it's a stand up. So as he tilts, it tilts with him.
Yeah, why wouldn't you
So
just
he can
take,
move around?
Why
Nice.
wouldn't aren't people? I assume now. I shouldn't say why aren't we, but there's probably tons of people just taking drone technology and blowing it up.
Yeah, man.
Like
Yeah, the
just-
quadcopter technology.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What a great idea!
Why not just put like 50 of them together and float around on a
Giant airship.
pocket of air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airship.
But we are
No
getting
one
our
owns the
hoverboards.
skies. Ha ha. Lawlessness.
Skies
I
are
can
mine.
I can marry a cow if I want to.
I'll name my
Gambling.
house and a pig.
Gamble
Maritime,
illegally.
maritime law in the skies.
Yeah. Gamble illegally. Record baseball without
No, Super
expressed
Bowl.
written consent. Just implied oral consent.
Reproduce
Just implied oral consent. What a great
NFL
line.
games. Implied oral consent.
Implied oral
Or
consent.
so the legend is told.
Fuck, that's terrific.
Fucking terrible Simpsons reference. See that shit?
You got around there though.
Oh, I
I mean,
know.
you danced around it, but you got it.
Yeah.
That's solid, man.
Yeah, that's really cool. That the fact that we're closer than we thought, but yeah, like that guy just prototyping a fucking drone bike.
Yeah, man. But I mean, that's just it. Like our technology from our generation is actually going somewhere.
Well,
Well, it seems like it's gonna be kind of cool.
It blows me away. Like I don't know why I watch this guy because I really have no reason to. But Casey Neistat is like I think that's how you say his last name. He's a pretty famous YouTuber now, but he does all his own camera work with drones and like stationary cameras. So he's been in movies and television for a while, but the shots he takes that he was in Australia are like with these drones. They're amazing shots that back in the day you would need a fucking helicopter and a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to shoot that. I just want that angle of that
Oh,
bridge.
I
the
think
right
I know
way.
who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's got like kind of always has long, scraggy, messy hair. Yeah, man. His camera work is so cool, and it's like, well, I have drones. Like,
Yeah, and he's super
Yeah.
like he's very
20
DIY.
Spent
10 years ago.
$1,000 on drones.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole camera team.
Yeah,
from
man.
1996.
Really, like these days, you don't even need $1,000. Like,
Well,
no.
I'm assuming he's got 5 drones.
Oh yeah, he probably has
he's
a
got a
bunch,
few
but
different.
yeah.
He's got a few different things, and he has.
But like us, we're super
They're
ghetto
right.
professional.
Yeah,
exactly.
Coin the term there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even here's this is crazy. James's friend bought 2 drones. They're just moderately priced drones, and
Yeah.
then he download the app to your phone. You can steer them and everything. The camera on that thing is amazing. I was playing with it, and it was like flying around James's yard, and I couldn't believe how nice this looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because they can
it's
put
bonkers,
4K
man.
in that.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Right?
But you don't have to pay fucking $80,000 for something like that. When back in the day, that kind of technology would have been
Yep.
ludicrous.
Well, that's why like I was always a huge Robert Rodriguez fan just for his 10-minute film school stuff.
His DIY kind of.
Yeah, he would do this crazy stuff.
Again, why it's his sound, recording the entire score for a movie, but
Yeah.
then
But the intro, like when you watch the Once Upon a Time in Mexico,
Right.
like it starts off where it tells you all the actors' names, blah blah blah, and then it's like shot, chopped, scored, like
Yeah.
everything is Robert Rodriguez. Like
Yeah.
the entire team that he would have is just
did-
him that red.
he did
camera,
most of
right?
it
When
at
you
his
do
home.
a group project, but nobody else does any work.
Yeah. So he's like, you know what? Fuck you
I'm
guys.
putting my
I'm
name
putting my
on
name on
this.
everything.
Yeah. I'm not even going to let Antonio put his name on this. I'm going to say I did all his roles.
Fuck AC Slater.
Yeah.
I'm putting my name on this shit.
Yeah.
Casey Slater.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's so easy now to like be a creator for whatever, like for
Yeah.
almost any aspect of like visual media.
Yeah.
You can just do the whole thing yourself.
Yeah. If you need to.
That Levitt there, Snowden, he's got that hit record Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, in the movie.
Yeah.
No,
he's
well, he
making-
plays Snowden in the movie.
Oh, Joseph.
but he's got a
Gordon-Levitt's-
company called Hit
Yeah.
Record Joe
Where-
or Hit Record Joe.
Yeah.
But like whatever you want to call it.
Where you can send him your shit and.
Yeah, and he puts creators together. If you create good content,
Yeah.
then he'll put you with other creators who make good content.
Oh,
And
really?
just-
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's
He's
very
super
cool,
supportive
yeah.
of the indie
Of the
creator
scene,
scene.
yeah.
I should say. I don't really know how to blanket it, but
I feel like Joseph Gordon-Levitt is just a really cool dude.
yeah, I think he's a
Yeah.
normal dude that got into acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
You
he's
know?
just
Not that
Gives
it's
you
like
that
he got
impression,
lucky.
right?
I mean, like he
No,
has all
he
this
just-
other shit he'd probably rather do, but he's acting
He's
now. So
he's
why
very
the fuck
good
would
at like all this other stuff, but
Yeah.
he's also acting.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the more sane version of James Franco.
Yes.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
like the more accessible, not just a pothead PhD.
Less crazy.
No, less crazy.
I like how they brought his brother in and be like, hey, let's just push him under the rug and let's bring his brother in. His brother's
Dave is
clean
normal,
and
right?
polite.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Dave's normal.
Dave's normal, right?
He didn't have an episode or two in the last month. He's doing fine.
He's not walking down Main Street naked.
Yeah.
Like get Dave in here. Hey, Dave, you want to be the new main Franco?
Yeah. He's like, you want to be famous?
The go-to Franco.
He's
You
not
want to
even
be the
acting.
go-to Franco?
Yeah.
The default Franco?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to default Franco? Yeah, we need a new Franco in here.
Yeah, they'll just bring him in, get him to do some like easy access, like teeny bopper movies, or what's the Neighbors one with Seth Rogen?
Yeah, bad name.
Oh, he was
Wasn't
great in that.
Yeah, but wasn't that
he
like
was-
one of the first ones he did? Like he
I
was
don't know.
still kind of.
I haven't
No, he
actually
did
seen
Now
that
You See
movie.
Me.
It was pretty entertaining.
Now
He
You
was a
See Me?
magician in Now You See Me.
Is he?
He was like the
Oh!
Spider-Man magician in that. He was
All
always
right.
doing the stunts and tricks
I
and
like
flips
that
and
guy.
stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
he's
he's
a
cool.
likable dude.
Yeah.
It was really weird though, because the first time I ever saw him, it was just after a whole thing had come out about how weird James Franco is and how he was like sending like underage girls like
dick pics?
pics and shit, and then. A day later, all of a sudden, Dave Franco's on Conan, and they're just
Yeah.
talking to him like,
Who is this guy?
Yeah, like what? Oh, he has a brother. His brother's an actor too, hey? And I was like, didn't they just like banish James Franco because he's crazy?
They
now?
don't want him around anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
But
he's-
wasn't it weird how like say that happens, right? So you've got like a backup Franco. He
Yeah.
just kind of shows up and he's got a movie ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's right there.
Yeah.
Wasn't it always strange how like you would see Good Will Hunting and Ben Affleck's in it, and then his Armageddon comes out and Ben Affleck's in that, and then like fucking something else comes out.
Yeah.
And like how
Actors
we
get popular
just
for a while.
discovered
Weird.
him, and all of a sudden he's super popular and did 3 movies at
Well,
once.
it's like they serve a purpose, right?
Yeah.
It's a look. It's a cyclical look.
Yeah.
In the
Like this is what's hot.
industry.
This is what's hot right now.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like,
Hot
he
guy
had
right now.
3 movies, like, ready to go. It's like, obviously,
Yeah, like they all
somebody
came
shot
out in
one.
succession. He'd
Yeah.
been pre-shooting these. No one knew.
Nobody knew.
And like back in the day,
And he was a nobody before that.
Yeah.
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 And crushed Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
And then crushed Armageddon.
Yes.
I find that weird how well timed that shit is because nowadays everybody knows when movies are coming out. There's no shocks anymore.
Yeah.
But back then, yeah, you'd have these movies that would just pop up. Or
Well, it'd be a month or 2 out. You'd get trailers.
Yes,
Not-
exactly.
Not a year in advance.
yeah, or
It was like sometimes more than a month. Like I remember you would wait, like you get that VHS, you'd put it in because whatever,
There'd
like
be trailers
whatever
on
came
it,
out,
yeah.
and there'd be
Yeah.
trailers on it. And you're like, oh, when's it coming out? June 1990. What
Yeah.
the fuck? It's 1988.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait this long for this. What?
I don't remember that.
It wasn't 88. It was like 89. But
I don't
there was a
remember
while.
it being a year in advance.
They'd be a while.
sometimes, man. Sometimes
Yeah,
I
some
think,
of them
I
were a
think,
long
I
way
think
out.
I think those were like really epic movies. They would give you like a teaser with a date on it.
Like
and then
Titanic.
that's it.
Like Titanic.
Yeah, they probably did that with Titanic.
Titanic. Like Titanic.
The worst.
What? I'm trying to think of the one.
I hated that.
Oh, you know what really weirds me out about shit like this is when someone famous dies and they'd already finished filming their fucking like biopic or whatever. Like
Biopic.
Is that
or like whatever movie they were doing.
well, Ray Charles? Like seriously, man, his movie came out how much long? Like
Oh, you mean they made a movie about? Yeah. So his
like
actual
the
biopic.
Johnny
yeah,
Cash ones, like the Ray Charles, like they were
Yeah.
really quick. Like,
Yeah.
like, we already know the guy, we already got it waiting. It's like
Yeah.
they have it ready for when he dies, or they're already filming it because they're like, well,
He's gonna die.
we'll
soon.
hold
We might
on to
as
this
well put it
until he
out.
dies, kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know.
He's really sick, right?
But all
Let's
like,
just do this.
A lot of those major musicians back then, in the last 15 years, I found it was weird because the movie would come up so quickly. It wasn't like 20 years later. Hey, let's do a movie about this guy.
No, it was like during his illness.
It's
Yeah.
like he just went to the hospital.
Like,
was
I-
that a checkup or is he getting in?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he was
Like
like,
I watched
Jacob-
the trailer for this while his
Jamie
weight was
Foxx
going
is
up.
on the phone. Like,
Yeah, I want this. This is mine.
I can sing. Remember?
Who was the one who said that like Jamie Foxx is so good as Ray Charles? They could just like they killed Ray Charles. Like we don't need him anymore. Like, we already got one.
Yeah.
Some comedian just said that. Like we have Ray Charles we got a guy who's so good.
We got young Ray Charles.
We
back.
got young Ray Charles. We don't need him anymore.
That's messed up.
They're not wrong.
I don't
bonkers,
agree
man.
with that.
There was an interview. I can't remember what show it was on, like Tonight Show or some shit like that. When Joaquin Phoenix talked about when he met Johnny Cash
Right.
when he's doing the movie, and he recited that line about Maximus's family dying.
Oh.
He's like, oh, one of my favorite scenes in your movie was this one.
Oh,
and
really?
he did the line. He's like, I got scared, and I was the one who said it in the movie.
Yeah.
Then he said it. I was like, that's really
Like, he
fucking
recited-
dark, buddy.
You recited the exact thing to
Like
him?
word for word, like
that's
your
cool.
wife screamed like a whore and your son died
Oh.
like a bitch, like
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
line.
yeah.
And he's like, oh man, that's dark.
Yeah.
Like, did I sound like that? Because that was
Oh,
really
like, no,
dark.
you would not sound like Johnny Cash saying that.
No,
You're not
man.
near as good as Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash takes what you did, and everybody praises what you did. And then Johnny Cash does it, and you're like, yo, that was way better.
Yeah,
that was way better than
he
you did.
amplifies it somehow.
We should have got him first.
Yeah.
Because that was really good.
Rusty Cage.
There was
Rusty Cage. What?
Soundgarden puts
Yeah.
out a song called Rusty Cage.
Oh, and then Johnny
Oh,
Cash.
and then Johnny Cash covered it.
And then you've never heard Rusty Cage by the Soundgarden
Yeah.
ever since.
There's a lot more.
Same with Hurt.
Hurt.
I
yeah.
still like the original version though. Actually, no, I like it. I shouldn't say that. I think there was stuff changed that I didn't think should have been changed. Because he says, wear this crown of thorns. It's a crown of shit. Like he says, I wear this crown of shit. Yeah. Like he is, I hate my life. I'm a drug addict piece of shit. I'm not worth anything. So I don't like that they like cleaned. Maybe it's Johnny Cash. I should.
Well, he had some like allegorical Christianity in that album, like the whole album.
Oh, of course
right?
he did.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's why he did it, because there were so many weird things like that.
Johnny
like,
Cash. Or
Johnny Cash.
Oh, but that was all covers though. That whole album was covers.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of like little lines that were moved around from some songs, weren't there? Am I mistaken on this?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know that it stood out. I'm like, man, that was one of those things that from a song where it's gross and it reminds me that it's like, wow, that's a fucking really weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But then he changed it to almost to make it sound like easier to palate. I don't know.
Maybe.
Like crown of thorns is a really normal term to me in my brain, right? Crown
but
of
that could have been. It could have meant something to Johnny Cash at the time, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, like I'm not going to knock it.
No, it's still good. I mean, I get what you mean though. Like you make a lot of sense. Yeah, it is kind of like a weird imagery in your head when you hear the first one. Then it's changed in a way, and you're like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
It
brings that Christianity reference.
Was when the man comes to town, or man comes to town? Is that what it's called?
The one man comes around.
Man comes around.
Yeah.
Is that a cover, or is that a Johnny Cash song?
Oh man, I don't know anymore.
Because that's in the. It's not a cover.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's in the Dawn of the Dead remake. Mm-hmm. It's like playing during like a compilation.
Yeah,
there's zombies.
near the end, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know. It's in there. That's where I first heard it. So
that was a
zombie cutscene.
What a good movie. Well, that was the last good Zack Snyder movie.
That what?
That was the last good Zack Snyder movie.
Saying that to be funny.
No, I'm serious. That was the last good Zack Snyder movie.
That was a Zack Snyder.
That was like his breakout movie.
What?
Yeah, I'm a big believer that if you don't give him storyboards to tell him exactly what to do, he will fuck it up.
Really?
Yeah, because 300, he had storyboards.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't fuck it up.
What did he fuck up that didn't have storyboards?
How about Man of Steel? How about Batman versus Superman? How about Sucker Punch?
I was still entertained by Sucker Punch.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen it. I heard it had no story.
Hold on, you didn't like it and you haven't seen it. You can't
talk shit and not even see it.
I've got references.
How many people?
Sucker Punch was good.
Yeah, but are
did
they
it
saying,
look good or it was good?
It was entertaining.
Because like Watchmen. Oh, he had storyboards and he fucked Watchmen up too.
Yeah, but I enjoyed Watchmen.
I also enjoyed Watchmen. I thought
it wasn't accurate, but it was enjoyable.
No.
But you couldn't.
I thought they manipulated the story to make it
palatable for mainstream audiences enough to where it didn't upset me.
And exactly, it manipulated it enough, but not too far.
Yeah, because honestly,
just enough to maintain it where you didn't need the whole
giant spaghetti monster blowing up the city.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's my problem. I get what you mean. I agree with it. I totally agree with you 100%.
Because that was really like when you think about that in the comics, that thing showing up is like, wow, that was really this. Oh, okay, he brought an interdimensional being that's essentially Cthulhu.
Through
a portal,
but there's a point to it as well, though.
Yeah, I know the whole reason behind it. But, but what a weird creature to bring in.
It works the same to use Dr. Manhattan.
It absolutely does not. Not even a little bit. Okay, because the whole idea was that you're uniting nations. Yeah. And Dr. Manhattan eventually will be the Americans' fault.
Yeah.
Because he was created by the Americans, and it's gonna ruin the whole thing.
Okay.
Now,
I'll give you that. I didn't ever consider that.
Yeah. Because sooner or later they're gonna be like, you know what, the Americans created him, right?
Yeah.
He is Dr. Manhattan.
But they did say that
not Dr. the Baltic Ocean.
Yeah.
It's like sooner or later.
But they did say that they just totally flat out, and he accepts the blame, does he not? He's like, well, I have to.
He
for
does.
the greater good.
He does. But whereas in the comic, it's a conscious decision for him to allow this creation from like the brightest and greatest minds in the world to all be murdered and then allow this thing to happen, which is like something that's somewhat tangible in the public consciousness anyway. We all know what monsters are. We all know it's interdimensional. And it's weird enough to where nobody can say that this is like American or Russian or where's it from? Is it from space? That's not a space monster.
They found
he just understands.
It's a spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
It does more damage to call Ozymandias out after it's already happened.
Exactly.
Than to let the cleansing fire finish and let the rebuilding happen.
Exactly.
It's just a better way to place blame.
Yeah.
I not once did I consider your point that
eventually it becomes.
I never thought of that either. I just thought
to be the American fault.
I just
just like human nature, right?
Yeah, I just came to it as like it's a decent scapegoat. That's where my thought process.
And it's a good ending for the movie. And that was a big one for. See, what happened with me especially was for me that was the first grown-up comic I ever read. I think I was like 8 or 9 years old when it came out.
Right.
So,
Oh, man.
yeah, I grew up reading that.
That
and
melted your brain.
It did, but like in a sense, like you grow up watching a Disney movie that's got dirty words in it, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, as you grow up, it changes you.
You appreciate it more.
Every
and more.
generation.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
More, yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up with that comic. Like literally, it was the first comic that I remember growing up with. Not Spider-Man or anything, but Watchmen made an
Yeah.
impact on me, right?
Yeah.
So when the movie came out, I was kind of like, all right, here we go. And I was watching. I'm like, all right, I heard a lot of shit from comic fans, but I'm liking what I see, and things are getting better and better and better. And that fucking ending.
Yeah.
And it just broke my heart.
That's what devastated everybody.
Fair
though.
enough.
Yeah.
That
I
was
don't
the
know.
one thing I think that a lot of people were pissed about.
Yeah, they were choked about
But
that.
I don't know. I overlooked it. Like I said, it was like, well, we need this to be popular in the mainstream. I'm really was on the point at that. I was at that point where I wanted comic movies to be successful
They
so
had
badly.
really fucked so many comic book movies
Yeah,
up.
like
They
at
really
that
did.
that
Things were just
point
garbage.
Yeah, they
that
really
we
did.
really needed one that was successful.
It
and-
set everything apart, man, for a lot of people. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
I don't think they I know Alan Moore has always said I intended it to be a certain way, and that's why he chose like the 9-panel, the multi-panel, like the clean sequential format and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That it's meant to be unfilmable, and you're trying too hard and you're gonna fuck it up. I think that's just Alan Moore being Alan Moore.
Well,
Alan Moore is an insane person.
He is. He's a crazy person. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And
You made it.
he
Made it.
creates really good art and shit,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
but he can't.
I feel like that's a symptom of an insane person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
but-
you're right.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I look at his ramblings about it. It's like that's fine, man. Like you wouldn't be able to make your comic into a movie.
Yeah.
It would be terrible.
Like I'll agree with the idea that he doesn't like V for Vendetta because they change it into.
Oh yeah, it's
An
totally
actual-
it's just
yeah.
money making. But entertain. It's you have to.
It was entertaining.
It's just entertaining.
But the meaning of it was gone. Whereas
Oh,
Watchmen
yep.
did retain a lot of the meaning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The
So,
guy-
I
the guy
didn't
who
mind
was,
that.
Well, like he was a fan. Like he read Watchmen and loved Watchmen. Like
Yeah. He's
Like-
also Zack Snyder.
yeah. But I don't.
I think he falls backwards into a lot of good things because he is pretty creative visually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that guy. I don't know if you guys are like I know you are as deep into comics as I am. Like Jeff Loeb is like that. Jeff Loeb, who writes great beginnings, and if you give him a storyline like Batman: The Long Halloween,
Yeah.
Long Halloween is incredible.
Super good.
Okay.
But then you get Batman Superman, which starts off so good, and then all of a sudden there's weird Avengers in it.
Gets
Like,
super weird.
All of a sudden
The
they're in a
comic,
different
like the Batman
dimension.
Superman comic.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, it got odd, and then as it got like further and further into it, you expect he's gonna explain it.
And
Okay.
it just gets super disjointed.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place. It's like
Like multi-layered
You had-
storylines and shit.
No, man.
No, it's like he had
he just makes things happen.
50 half adventures.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just didn't finish it.
And they never tied
I'll
together.
just- I'll just put Batman and Superman together.
Yeah.
For all of it.
Okay, as much as Batman Superman, we forget. Okay, we forget. We're like, you know what? You had some problems. We get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Why did Red Hulk suck? Like, why did that whole run go to shit? Like, it was awful. That whole
Like-
Ed McGuinness Hulk run was just garbage.
Like creating him and from front to back. Like, what do you mean? Like
The whole first, I'll say 15 issues.
his introduction.
God,
and-
why did I pay money for any of those?
The fact
It's my
that
fault.
Huh?
they had it all set up to not be
Ross.
Ross,
Yeah.
and then everyone knew.
Wait a minute. They weren't going to make it Ross?
no,
No.
All of
He's
the
in the
clues-
cell talking to Banner about Red Hulk while Red Hulk is rampaging out there.
Yeah.
And then Red
Oh.
Hulk kills Ross. Like about what? Issue 4? Like Red Hulk fights him
5.
and
Oh, I
kills him.
remember that. It was like,
Yeah.
no, it's not him. And everyone's like, fuck, I thought it was him.
Yeah.
Like they fooled everyone.
Just
Yeah,
weird
'cause it
shit,
was
man.
gonna be Thaddeus. No.
That
Who's the
is
other-
Ross.
No, yeah.
Oh, it was supposed to be Talbot.
Talbot.
They thought it was gonna be Talbot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glenn Talbot, and it wasn't him.
Yeah. All the foreshadowing pointed to Talbot, and
Okay.
then the audience figured it out, and Marvel's just like, just kidding.
Oh, like figured out that it was Talbot.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then like, no, suckers, it's Ross.
it's Ross. And they drew like a
There's
really
no reason
weird
why he
backstory.
wouldn't have a mustache when he's Red Hulk.
Yeah,
But he doesn't.
and he looks like Talbot.
Shouldn't it go like
He's a
full
gun
beard
guy
or
like Talbot.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like if it was Thunderbolt Ross, shouldn't it, is his like
It's
massive?
just like Hulk is.
yeah, like it should go
Well,
like
it should at least-
handlebar.
Doesn't change anybody's hair otherwise.
Well,
Yeah.
something.
Should-
It's comics. Do what you want.
It was so
Well, they
dumb.
got
man.
rid of it.
it falls out.
It burnt away.
Yeah.
Burned away because he generated heat.
Yeah. But
So
if he-
that's
Hair
just
on
what
his
it
head
was.
and his eyebrows stay, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, it's
just the mustache.
Well, Jeff Loeb was the same guy who did that Wolverine story, like
Yeah.
the Wolverine Sabretooth Murasama Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
And the
writes some-
prehistoric origin thing.
Yeah, with the two tribes, the warring tribes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was him. He just writes. If you don't give him boundaries, he writes shitty comics.
Yeah, why did they have to make it so fantastical? It's like they were like a original, like the missing link for the origin of the
But
species.
yeah, you
Yeah.
already had like Origin.
You had a good.
He was a mutant.
origin.
No, but like when Origins came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine Origins.
Oh, yeah. The
was
Origins
an
are fine.
excellent Wolverine origin story.
Yeah.
It was an excellent Sabretooth origin story.
Yeah.
And then he fucked it up by
like
making them
Sabretooth.
wild dogs.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
All right, fine.
The bears fight the wolves, and the
Yeah.
wolves always die.
Yep.
And the bears suddenly lost, and Wolverine was born. You're like, what? Come on,
It's like
man.
vampire werewolf backstory.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was dumb, man.
Underworld 3.
Underworld 5, you mean? Isn't there like the fifth one's
There's
out
another
now?
one coming out, yeah.
There's another one.
She's wearing a parka.
Oh.
She's wearing a parka, and this one has two guns.
Probably should.
That's the opposite
Looks
of
like
a
Tomb
leather
Raider.
catsuit.
That's the opposite.
That's the
of
opposite of what vampires need to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't vampires
Not
like
give a fuck about weather.
not give a fuck about weather?
Yeah.
That's weird, man.
Sexy.
Vampires and sexy vampires.
Sexy vampires.
Sexy van.
Isn't that his wife? Isn't she his wife though too?
Who?
The one
that
who makes
made
the
it.
movie?
Yeah.
Is it Norrington? Who makes those movies?
Isn't the director of all those movies because that's his wife?
Kate Beckinsale's.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale's
Yeah.
his wife.
The guy who makes those movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she's hot and awesome, and I actually like the character, but those movies are fucking so bad.
Yeah, they're really
They-
bad.
Yeah.
Like they could.
They started out, and I really liked them.
I like that
and
it was
then
like
they
a
just got
mob style
progressively
war.
worse.
Did you like the first one?
Well,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
until
It
Grey
was
Hulk.
European guys staring at each other.
Until Mini Grey Hulk showed up, I liked the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that
Scott Speedman,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that his name in real life?
That's his real name. He's a Canadian actor.
Oh, I thought that was his movie name.
No, he was in Felicity and shit.
Oh. What is this?
Mini Grey Hulk.
Mini
show.
Grey Hulk shows up. Yeah, that's what it was, though. Yeah, he's like mini
was
rabid Grey Hulk.
I was a kid, and it happened, and I just kind of, I sat and stared, and I'm like, well, I can't justify anything of this anymore. I've been here for like an hour and a half.
I'm done.
I'm already committed.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
I
I'll
can't
finish this out.
Well, I did. Or the
Yeah.
whip guy. I never forget the whip guy. He's the first time he shows up. The guy with the cool chain whips. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck up this werewolf. Dies.
He dies. He's done.
right away.
You don't even see him use the whips.
Yeah, man. That's
They all died like
the,
mortals. That's what pissed me off. Is the vampires were all dying like mortals.
Yeah.
What you mean, like they were just dying because
Gun
somebody
battles,
like
man.
somebody
They were
shot
in
somebody?
the head
Yeah,
with the
they're
special
stupid,
garlic
yeah.
bullets or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
they had. They're still fucking
Oh
vampires,
yeah, they
man.
had garlic bullets and shit
Yeah, they
too,
had those
didn't they?
infused bullets. They were like,
Oh,
it was a lot of
man.
cool science and technology. I love the idea of it was a mob warfare,
Yeah.
and technology was involved. But yeah, man, that fucking that hybrid thing they did to that guy was so dumb. And then
Yeah.
the second movie was even worse.
Well, I just
Well, the second
tumbled
movie
into a fucking drain.
Spiral
was
of
she
shit.
in the second?
Yeah.
The second movie's
He
only
was
her in
saving
it?
her. They
The
were
third one
running
is
away.
the one that doesn't have her in it. It's got
It's a
that other
prequel.
And that's the
brunette
good
chick.
one. That's the really
it's
good
a
one.
backstory one apparently, where
Yeah.
it kind of saves the franchise.
Yeah, that had that killer werewolf versus vampire horse and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
werewolf fight. Fuck, that was great,
yeah,
man.
and it was fine, and everyone was like, "Hey, the franchise is better." And then they made
Yeah.
that fourth one, or because I think
I
this
thought they were just making a fourth one now.
No, this is
This
like
is like
number
the
5
fifth one,
because the
is it?
fourth one is like her and a kid,
it's
right?
back up to this. To
Oh
the
my God.
They
current
like
times.
clone her, and the clone is like her kid or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's Resident Evil.
Yeah, I can't.
guess.
I'm not
When's
gonna
that
lie.
coming out?
Oh, right away. I think or a year. I don't know. Either way, I'm committed to that series for some weird reason because they come up on Netflix. Like, I got an hour and a half, and it's not because like, ooh, I want to watch Mila Jovovich. I don't care. It's like, what fucking stupid shit are they gonna put in this one? And it
They're
is,
weird, man.
it is so
Those movies
far
are
off.
bonkers.
Yeah, I love it. I love how bad it is.
The crazy thing for me is that is a horror puzzle video game.
Yeah.
Yes, with the worst controls and the worst
Yeah,
camera angles.
But makes it
Yeah.
that's
Ever.
what makes it so much better. It's because it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
Or like it's hard to play. Right?
Yeah,
It
they're
makes
difficult.
it more
You
difficult.
can't
And
shoot the bad guys, but now the new ones are all like, well, how many bullets can I fit into this gun?
Yeah.
Now, you know where that series lost me? When I walked through a door by pushing forward, and then I walked back into the door I walked out of because like pushing forward in the other room was the wrong direction because I
Yeah.
got to push down.
Oh,
And I was like, again? Fuck. Again? What?
yeah. Goodbye.
Like, I'm out of here. 2 games I got so mad at. Like, I didn't throw the controller there, but Ninja Gaiden
That was just
on
hard though.
yeah
man.
on PS2, I threw that disc like across my house.
Yeah.
And it was a Blockbuster disc, which I never actually took back.
I have friends that have told me, yeah, they're like probably one of the hardest games they ever played.
Well, it had no like it had
like
no
the
reference
newest
to how hard it was.
The new
The,
Ninja
the,
Gaiden?
the first one when it was only Xbox and they redid it for all platforms.
Yeah, like they almost
Yeah.
they like
Like
It went
that-
to Sigma, I
they
think.
like
right?
reinvented
Yeah,
it.
the
Yeah.
first one of the new kind of franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But still difficult
Just
level of the Nintendo
started
version.
at 11.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind.
The first
I
boss
just
was,
didn't
like,
like how.
impossible.
Yeah, you fight. Okay, so like Castlevania. Remember when you played the very first one?
Like the
and you had to
Nintendo
hit
ones.
that. Yeah, you had to hit the skeleton 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he fell. But by like level 10, you walk past the skeleton and he falls apart because you're so powerful now.
Right.
But then in Ninja Gaiden, it's like you would learn to beat the first guy, like the first real ninja dude that you fight. You
Yeah.
fight him and you kill him. And it takes you a little bit, but you're like, okay, I got the controls now. Cool.
Yeah.
Then you get better and better at it, and then you fight that guy in like level 50, and it still takes you fucking 50,000 hits to kill him.
Yeah.
He's been practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
no,
also,
fuck that guy.
He's also leveling up.
No, he's level. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
What they don't
Why
tell
can't
you,
is that the villain
the
levels up.
villains are leveling up. That some other dude in a parallel universe is
Yes.
playing as the bad guy and just like leveling his guy up.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, my guys are so strong.
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 of them, and they're all just destroying you.
Yeah, exactly.
It was awful, man. That game was like bad, like leveling and jiggly tits. That's all I remember that game.
Yeah, it was great. The cutscenes.
It was awful. I hated it so
Tits are
much.
fantastic.
The what is it?
They bothered me so much.
Boob physics? Is that what they call them?
Boob physics?
Boob physics.
They're just so bad.
Yeah.
You don't need them.
No, but it's
But,
great.
like, they-
Because
it's
they're
great.
put in by nerds, man.
You're putting my nerds who just can't get their real life going.
Hey, man, I'm
Gotta put
fine.
yourself out there.
As a kid, I was fine with boob physics.
Oh, of course you were,
That was like
man.
the closest thing to porn accessibility I had.
It's all we had.
Yeah.
It's all we had. But now we're adults and it doesn't matter. But there are kids out there playing those games, right? The little boys out there like, nah.
They're also not using a 28.8 kbps modem to
Yeah.
try and get the porn though.
Nerd.
Yeah, they're also
Yeah, it's
they're also
true.
getting porn faster than that game is. The game's over there now. They're
Yeah.
not even playing it.
The game's not even a factor anymore.
Yeah.
They're playing
That's
Minecraft.
Bonkers. They're making their porn in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't get into Minecraft.
No, I have no interest.
I don't think I ever will. It's really neat, but like
Yeah, I don't want to spend all that much. Like that's why that what's it called? I was so ready for No Man's Sky. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be something, and then it's just like Minecraft with like amazing graphics.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
well, you know what's dumb now is like there was that wave of everyone that hated it. Now there's a wave of people that are like, I gave it a second chance. I'm like, I don't fucking care. This happens every time a game comes out, man.
Every time.
They didn't like the trailer, or the trailer was misleading, or it's like, well, welcome to the fucking world, man. Trailers are for selling products now. Like,
And, like,
no better.
I really feel like No Man's Sky. You're literally reading page 1 of the Dark Tower. Like that game when it came out was like as big as those series are. Like all those books and shit. You're actually just on page 1.
Yeah, you are, and it's
Yeah.
unfinished. The idea is it's
Yeah.
to build as it goes. and
Exactly.
It's I don't think it's a beta anymore, but like it's release.
Yeah, it's a release, but still, it's released and sold, and people paid money for it.
Yeah.
And they returned it on Steam for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And you could play more than like how many? 20 hours? 10 hours?
Yeah,
Still
10
return
hours
it.
or 20 hours.
Yeah, well, Steam
20
didn't really
hours.
have a good return
Something like
policy
that.
at first. It was just kind of like
You downloaded
confusing.
it. Fuck is.
Yeah,
Like that's
you
really all it
$3.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you
yeah,
$3.
basically, yeah.
God, I love Steam.
Which really is like, what are you complaining about?
Yeah.
The games are cheaper than they've ever been in the history of video gaming,
Yeah, and you want your $3 back.
and you're pissed.
Man.
And like the quality level is fucking a million
Yeah.
times better.
My partner at work downloaded Gauntlet on
Gauntlet
his,
Legends, like the
No.
Gauntlet top loader.
No, it's new. It's a new Gauntlet made for PC
Oh, okay,
for $5,
yeah,
and we played it for 7 hours.
hours
Yeah.
of gameplay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not. We're not even done.
No,
It's
That's-
great.
Yeah, and
It's so fantastic.
the,
You've got your fun already.
those Funhouse guys were showing. Well, they had a clip, like a TV show. Jesus, they had a show they wanted to make called $1 1 hour. Where one of the guys there wanted to say you can't. The only way you can justify is if you can get, for every dollar you spend, you get an hour's worth of gameplay out of it.
Oh, really?
That was how he tried to justify it to
That's
them.
cool.
And the rest of them are like they totally ruined the idea for him, but he couldn't debate it. They were trying to get him to like, well, prove to us how this works.
Yeah.
And he couldn't because he's just not good at like arguing.
Yeah.
Oh, he just-
he couldn't.
yeah, he's not a
he couldn't get his
master.
Yeah,
point
so
out.
it ended up just going into him finding. He's not a master debater, no. he
Nice.
he ended up just finding a bunch of shitty games that were cheap, and they'd play them, and they were terrible, and it was funny to watch. But it's a good point. It's like if you spend $5, well, you could probably get 5 hours of gameplay out of that. Because think of what $5 games are right now on Steam.
That's a good point. That's justified now.
Yeah. So but he said in turn, he says if you get a $60 game, the minimum you should get is
12 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
No, he's saying you should get a minimum of 60 hours.
No,
of
I mean,
gameplay.
But-
you should
but
be
you mean-
upset with 12 hours
Yes.
of gameplay.
Yeah.
But the standard games price now is $40 to $60, but most of them you are getting like minimum 60 hours.
But let's say it only has like Uncharted, right? Like the
Yeah.
new one they're saying has only got like 6 hours of actual story gameplay.
that's-
but there should be replayability, and that entails your 60 hours.
Yes.
There's not a
Yeah.
ton of replayability. Well, like, if you enjoy the way that Uncharted is, there's replayability. But it's not like there's other shit to do.
No.
Really?
There's a little bit of
Like side
collectible
quests.
stuff,
And that's it.
but that's it.
Oh, that sucks. Because I mean, the other ones
It's-
had a lot of collectible stuff to
it's-
it.
Super
Unless
linear.
you're an achievement whore, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
If you're an achievement whore, there's lots of
'Cause, dude,
shit to do.
You can get hours of gameplay out of Left 4 Dead.
I'm an achievement whore.
Huh?
I'm an achievement whore.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
You need the headshot victories.
I really do. I mean, Spider-Man 2, I think I stopped playing last year. Like on the PS2.
Matt's like that too. Like,
Have you seen any of the trailers for the new
Yeah.
Spider-Man
I mean, the
game?
costume looks weird, but the game looks amazing.
I think the costume looks cool,
No, I didn't say
It
it was
is
bad.
weird,
It's weird.
but I like it.
But it looks almost like that's his version of the Venom costume now.
Kind of.
Yeah, like the symbiote's always on him like that.
Yeah.
Because of the black lines.
No, it's got white.
It's
like he's got
the
like
whole
a white
spider is white and
chunky
it's like
thing.
blue.
Oh, and this is in the
2/3
new
of it
video
is-
game.
Yeah.
It looks incredible. Sorry, it looks incredible
It
though.
looks so good.
Cool.
It's like December it comes out too.
Pretty soon, yeah. Oh, hey, NX gets announced on the
Yeah,
4th.
officially.
We don't know what it's gonna be, but
It's
holy shit,
It's
man!
a fucking game console.
Yeah, but still,
Like-
we don't know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't
and
know nothing about
Nintendo,
this thing.
Nintendo always tries to push boundaries in a good way.
Yeah.
They always invent boundaries, actually. Like,
Here's my thing. Okay, look, it's gonna play Call or Breath of the Wild.
yeah,
the new Zelda game,
New
right?
Zelda game.
Yeah.
That
So-
looks gangster.
That looks
Yeah.
gangster. The graphics aren't great, but apparently the
purpose,
gameplay
though.
on purpose. It's meant to be like a throwback.
Yeah.
But the gameplay is phenomenal. The load times are phenomenal.
Yeah.
It might be cartridge based, which is cool, because the whole system is cartridge based, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Which
Yeah. Well,
And the NX is
they've
back.
got a patent for it.
you might as well go back to it because that's just a fucking USB stick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all it
It's a
is.
giant USB
yeah,
stick.
It's all cool. Like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, you could put like a fucking 40 terabyte game on it.
Yeah.
Well,
but
and then the same thing is like you said that you fix the load times. You
Yeah.
fix
Yeah.
like there's
but can it play the latest version of like say Call of Duty or something like that? Will it look as good, right?
And will
if
these
it
companies
doesn't,
be willing to,
To-
if they
well,
want,
that's
if they
it.
want cross-platform playability? Because Nintendo really isolated itself
It
in
did.
the last recent years, right?
and if it can't play those games at full resolution, that and on multiplayer, then they're gonna get abandoned.
Yeah.
And that's it for Nintendo.
Well, I think they should just be smarter, and I love that idea. I never even considered how it's like cartridge based now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said a cartridge is just a
Yeah.
it's
data
just a
stick.
giant
Yeah.
USB stick.
Yeah, but have your console actually able to stream or like have a Steam-like player, so you can go
they
online. and
they were
play
able to do
multiplayer.
the Wii
Yeah.
store. That was their big thing, right?
Yeah.
Is you can
Yeah.
get all our catalog here for how many Wii bucks?
But they were still trying to be. I don't understand why they were trying to be so exclusive. Like it wasn't. It's not like Apple. Like you guys aren't succeeding like Apple on exclusivity.
and like
Yeah,
the
that's 'cause
naming,
they've
man.
always been exclusive like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo has
Yeah.
always been.
But they were always profitable, and now it's just becoming
They just fell
too obscure. I don't know.
behind.
Everyone else is jumping in, and I think it's only a matter of time before it's going to be cross-platform. Those PS4s and Xbox Ones are essentially computers. The new ones,
Yep.
slim, or not the Slim,
The Pro and the Neo or whatever it's called.
those are
Whatever
computers.
they are.
They're fucking computers now. All they did for the Xbox is get rid of that stupid brick, which I can't believe they still have.
Which the power bar brick?
Yeah.
Oh
What
wow.
the fuck
They
you-
still had that?
Yes, dude.
Holy.
The controllers are still battery powered, for Christ's sakes.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
which is
Like
stupid.
double A's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
And I told Matt that the other day. I was like, man, I fucking hate running out of batteries. I actually had to rip two.
This guy's got a thing in it. Is it battery powered?
Yeah, they're still battery powered.
I got this. I got the. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
the
you
same
can have a
idea though.
recharge-
Yeah, it's rechargeable.
you can buy a
Two
rechargeable
double A batteries.
Because that really is just two AA batteries in there.
Yeah.
But as soon as PS3 came out,
I've never been out of there. before.
rechargeable USB rechargeable controller.
Holy shit! Yeah, I bet you when you open this thing up, it's just two US. Because they had like what game or what was it? There was like an item where it had the rechargeable batteries, and the guy opened it up and he took them all apart, and they were just like black electrical
Covered.
tape
Yeah.
around like
A s-
Rayovacs.
Yeah.
A 6-volt battery
Yeah,
is 24
Yeah,
double A batteries.
inside.
yeah.
Or 12
just,
double A batteries.
just taped together.
Just run in series.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that too when someone opened it up.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Yeah, like if you need a bunch of double A batteries, just
Yeah.
go buy a 6-volt battery.
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get this thing back anymore.
But yeah, like why the
Fucked up
hell
my
are you
controller.
guys still doing this? Like
Yeah,
when
it's-
when are you gonna finally go? Oh, maybe we should have USB rechargeable controllers.
Yeah, because everybody else is doing it.
It's not like they're making a shit ton of money on like $30 recharge packs.
Yeah, no,
Like
they're not.
maybe
they're
they are,
not.
but like really, why? It's not like PS4 is going broke by having. Oh no, our controller sales are down.
But even like this, if they just shipped
Wait,
each one with that, like just ship it like this.
Yes.
And then you get this, and then if your battery dies in your controller, well, you can just go buy the other rechargeable that will last you forever again because it's
Yeah.
basically USB powered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but again, why? Like you can.
Or you could just have a controller with a cord that you can plug in.
Yeah, they give you that. I had to.
Even better.
Problem with my controller is, like I said, sometimes it doesn't want to like recognize the Xbox, so I have to plug it in so it recognizes.
That's so
it.
weird.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox
Xbox
is just
is-
shit. It's just
yeah.
lazy technology, man. I don't know how you can fuck this shit up at this day and age.
You know why? Because PCs like they always fuck up.
Well, and PCs can use Xbox controllers. Like they.
That's what I use this for. Yeah.
Like.
And like somewhat natively too. I mean, I had to put one driver, but it was all right. That's,
We were all so disgusted with Xbox controllers
just
that we
threw
all
up.
almost threw up in our mouths.
I had a sympathy gag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine wasn't actually gagging because like I I don't.
You don't got a gag reflex.
I don't throw up.
Hey,
Yeah, I haven't thrown up in a long ass time. But bump.
I have.
haven't thrown up in a
I've
very long
thrown up
time.
recently.
Really?
I
In the
watched
last-
Dad
in the last
throw
year
up.
multiple times.
Oh, I've seen a video of this. I've actually seen a video
That was
of
probably one of the most painful vomit sessions I've
was
ever had. Because my body was like, I'm not.
so
having it.
aggressive.
The best part about it is you had no sympathy for it
I
whatsoever.
didn't expect any. I was
Yeah.
angry that I was
No,
so
but like
nauseous.
even sometimes you're like, all right, buddies, it'll be fine, homie. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'll get you some McDonald's. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You were like, fuck, that's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I laugh at people.
Look at
that
that
vomit.
loser.
I love
Oh,
it.
it was so great.
Let's
What
get
I don't
some
understand
food.
is like, why is Luke's first instinct when anybody does anything is to videotape it?
Because he.
I'm just gonna videotape Dan puking. Like, thanks, man. That's what I want right now.
That's what I gotta get my hands on.
Yeah. A video of me vomiting.
No, that's what Luke needs.
Oh, he's like, I first did.
he's
I
got
need
like
to get my hands on that.
he's got like a file folder of like just
Of
28
stuff.
gigs
Blackmail.
of blackmail.
Lee still has a video of when I fucking smashed that pint glass on my head.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it possible that you just do dumb shit in groups?
Yeah. But that's the puking was not dumb shit. That was like I
No.
had one too many.
Yeah.
That was literally
It
the
was
one.
literally
too many.
you knew it too.
We were
I like-
okay, and then we had to
Let's
drink
go to
those
the other bar. I'm like, sure.
All right.
Took like one sip. of
Pint-
it. I think
pint
I had
and
a
a
shot.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That last time we went out for your show,
Yes.
to the bar that will not be named,
Yeah.
they had a glass. The beer tasted all right. The glass smelled like a dead goldfish.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I was like, oh,
You should.
this is. I might have to send this back.
Speaking of, well, that's just
Like, I mean, like send it up and back.
Oh,
That was
wow.
the last time in a long time I thought ever I was gonna get
because their
ill.
fucking dishwasher's probably nasty.
Oh yeah.
A funny thing you mentioned that they do Instagram promo as you do, and they posted a short video of a full beer, like just finished poured. The glass had so many water stains on it.
Oh,
that
wow.
I was like, I wondered, like, who the fuck would drink this? You guys, who made your promo?
Like,
Yeah. Why would you show that?
Did you not polish the glass?
Yeah, dude.
For
Someone
3
actually said-
seconds first.
Yeah.
Someone was like, made a funny joke, like, wow, there's a lot of whatever water stains on that, and someone else said, I'm not going to take cleaning advice from somebody that puked on their own cat.
Oh my god.
Like, I just looked at this, I'm like, this is the kind of, that doesn't make me want to go to.
But those
that
are
bar.
your employees.
Yeah.
Like you puked on your own cat,
Yeah.
and you're telling your own bar
Yeah.
that the glass is dirty.
It was
Yeah.
fucking nasty, and it was like not like
drinking there anymore.
I just got a kick out of how lazy that was. Like, hey, come down and drink a beer. Like, this is
No,
you didn't even need the promo.
you're not making it appealing.
Yeah, no one's coming down.
No, that's nasty.
But you're right. I believe your glass probably did smell disgusting.
Oh, I mentioned to Maddie. I think Maddie smelled it. He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"This is not good."
No,
That's
that's what
something I wanna
you
be
get
part
though.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get for cheap beer
Yeah.
on a Monday night.
Yeah,
Watching a bunch of bands play for beard hair.
Beer.
yeah. For beard hair, yeah.
For beard hair.
Hey, we made $25
Not bad.
in loonies.
And, oh yeah, but you had to dig them out of a bowl of ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
How'd
I
your
just-
hand smell after that?
I just went to the bathroom and poured it all in the sink.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, fuck those guys.
Let the trap catch it.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys. You know who we're not gonna say fuck you to? Handsome Dan and
No.
Ghost McDougall.
No, never. No one
Coming
will
down
ever,
to
ever
tonight's
allowed to say
episode.
that to me.
We had a good little short night.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for a show that was supposed to happen earlier but didn't happen earlier and happened later.
I could have been less loud.
I was right on time.
That could have been way less loud.
No, me. I could have been
That's
less
what
loud.
I'm saying.
today.
That could have been way less loud.
Yep.
Guess where I'm going when we're done here?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go down and pick up our flyers. Yes. 4x6 handbills. I'll show you the photos. I'll show you the.
I really like all the reviews.
The pictures.
Photos.
I like how the reviews are a thing a person said. That one girl. Hey, this show's kind of okay.
Some dude.
That one girl.
Yeah. Hopefully you.
Yeah,
Have you seen it yet?
it's good.
I'll put it
All
up
the
after we're
reviews
done.
are just like they're not real.
Yeah. I just made them up.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But they're there.